is row 1, seat 1.
Well, this is nice. When did we start doing this? Nobody told me about this. I thought everything sucked now. Do you have a card?
You get COVID? It's over. COVID said, oh, I see you having a good season. It'd be a shame if I knocked over the microphone for those listening and not watching the video.
Yeah. I'm going to, okay? Jada, I love you. Can't wait to see you. All right?
Luck is for dudes.
Oh, there is no one on that Broncos team that I love more right now than Von Miller. That man is an absolute goddamn legend. He could come into my house and fuck my wife, and I would say, thank you very much, sir.
Man to man, I don't know.
The mayor of New Orleans basically came out twirling the umbrella like, fuck Drew Brees and his wife.
Who'd you rather have sex with?
We would be.
I'm an island boy.
I'm just island boy.
I picture
That's it.
Joey now on every Sunday watching Teddy Two Gloves, like that SpongeBob meme where he's like dried out with the eyes fucking like bloodshot. Like,
What the fuck are you doing, Phil?
walk, walk.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another glorious Tuesday evening.
Yep.
Right here, row 1, seat 1, live on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. Thank you for tuning in. We've got an absolutely action-packed 2 hours in store for you.
Mm-hmm.
We really do. This is going to be one of, if not the greatest shows of all time. What do I base that on? I don't know. I'm in a good mood and I'm slightly over-caffeinated. So, sure to be interesting. Stick around, find out. 774-992-8702 is the phone number. With me, as always, Mr. Betancourt and Plizzy.
What up?
I don't know about mentally with you. I'm like, physically I'm here. Mentally,
Physically,
man.
he's here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, mentally.
You're here in the physicality, and you're also here in thy spirit, Sean. So, we've got a bunch to get into. We're going to get into the Celtics and the Bucks. We're going to get into the NFL draft.
Ooh, fun.
Good times on the NFL draft this year. Never mind. Nope. It's still just as boring as ever. I watched 0 minutes of it, and I couldn't be happier.
Didn't somebody get fucking married? Did I see that right?
Somebody got
Did somebody got
somebody got
get
married on
the
stage, which I thought was pretty lame.
That's super lame. I didn't even see that.
I only saw a little bit of it, so if you know any more about it, I don't have time to look it up, Colin. But I saw that. I thought what was somebody in a wedding dress and people kissing and hugging after like.
Yeah, you definitely saw that because I saw it too, and I was like, "Is this?" I'm like, "All right." Like, there's cringe,
Right.
and then there's that.
And this cringe bitch.
And then all the draft boards comes out like who got the A+, who got the D's, who got the best draft.
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
I know. I love the immediate reaction to the draft where everybody's like, "Oh my god, how are we gonna grade this?"
Yeah, who?
You're
Yeah,
like it's like it's an SAT or something. You're like, dude, we don't know how good this draft's going to be for at least 4 years.
Did they grade the Patriots draft with Tom Brady a D? Because that fucking.
They're like,
I
look
don't
at this.
know. You know what I mean?
Look at
Like,
this fucking shit bomb,
graded-
dad bomb,
They graded
dad
that.
bomb, dad bod.
They graded that draft, I think, an F+.
Really?
I'm not even joking.
Right? Yeah, 7 Super Bowls later. Oh well, whatever.
Because
you know,
because
6 and
we traded our first round pick for Belichick, so we had no first round pick. Our second round pick was Adrian Clem, I'm pretty sure, who I think was partially on the team for like 2-3 seasons before he got like the boot. So like it did absolutely nothing for us. They were like the whole draft is just like a crapshoot.
yeah, and look where that got you.
I mean, it got you 6 Super Bowls, 10 appearances, 9 appearances.
Yeah, quite a run.
Not a bad run. I'd say it was a pretty good value on that 6th round pick.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves to talk about value. What's the value on that pick?
Yeah.
What was the value on Strange going at number 29 overall?
Yeah.
Was that good value? I don't know. We'll discuss it as we go along in the show. We got Draymond Green doing Draymond Green things.
But not getting penalized like Draymond Green.
Yeah,
used to.
and
They went a little
obviously
overboard.
we'll live react to the end of the Celtics-Bucks game, which as we speak is underway in the third quarter. Appears to be a 20-point game in favor of the Celtics. So they showed up tonight. That was good. Good on them.
All without Marcus Smart, their best defensive player.
Holy crap, you sent a lot of shit here. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe we should bring up the fact that maybe Dad's actually right about something with this year's Celtics.
He could be. He could be on to something.
Yeah,
I don't know what your dad said, so fill me in.
Basically watching the playoffs and everything like that with my father. My father's basically saying that the Celtics can't play in the daytime. They can't play the early games. They squeaked one by against the Nets in the first game. I guess they did. They always do terrible playing early at the 1 o'clock games on the Sunday morning games or Sunday afternoon games or whatever. He's saying that they play much better at night, primetime night games.
So
And-
they're the reverse of some teams. Some teams would do great during the day. In
Yeah.
prime time, they get scared. The Celtics are like, we
Right.
only want prime time.
Yes, they only want prime
If
time.
you don't put us on nationally, we quit.
But that fucks us because if we play game 5 or 7, those are going to be. I think we looked it up, right? 5 and 7 are going to be daytime games, and those are going to be obviously since we dropped the first one. Those are going to be if we bring it, very pivotal
We'll see.
games.
I didn't
series.
pick up on that. I thought it was going to be something else. I thought you were going to say, like, I know your dad's a huge James Harden fan, and I was like, if he says something about James Harden, I'm
No.
gonna lose my
I didn't have
shit.
it. No, my dad's a huge Celtics fan, but he was just saying he's seen it. He's just speaking from watching this year in these series, with Brooklyn and all that they have trouble playing in the early games. They play
Well-
better at night.
Well,
And coming from a master nasty DYAA basketball player such as myself when I was back as a kid, I used to like the night games as well. I used to hate playing Saturday morning or Sunday morning or something like that.
why? You have a
sucked.
whole day ahead of you after that.
No, I used to like playing late night games, man.
Meh.
7 o'clock, 6 o'clock games, those are the best.
Meh.
All the parents showed up, everybody came to watch me ball, you know what I mean? It was tight.
You're like, that was your nickname, Prime Time. I only want to see people watch me play. I don't give a shit about these daytime games.
Nah, I had a lot of fun. Until I got to all the big ass leagues and dudes would just fucking push me to that ground. Yeah, it was just all right, cold league. I'm like, this is nuts. I'm playing this dude's how tall? What the fuck?
I love how Joey took himself off camera because I sent him 8 videos for the show to use.
Oh, you're trying to? Is that what you're doing over there? Clicking, typing?
The Steelers guy was me, like 11 p.m. when the Patriots finally drafted Cole Strange, and I was just like, God damn it! Why do I do this to myself? He wasn't even a top 15 guy I wanted.
Okay, we're back. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the videos up. So we got a little bit of Sean just sends me all these things now. 12 minutes after we're on the air.
Asshole, Miguel puts them all on the page.
I didn't know I was supposed to download those. You and
I
Miguel
thought you just shared it.
and Blizzy need to communicate to me. Well, we don't want to be replacing. We don't want to just be rehashing stuff that we put on the Facebook page on the show every week.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
We got to keep it fresh for the listeners, man.
It's a weekend recovery.
It's a weekend
yeah.
review.
Yeah,
Weekend
weekend review. There
recovery.
we go.
Yeah,
a
that's
weekend
it.
recovery. Sure, weekend recovery. But all right, so we got some content for you, which is good because I really didn't have much. There wasn't much. The only thing I did want to get. Oh, can you grab me Draymond Green's foul? That's the one thing I did want to. I didn't want to pull up. I didn't have a chance to get it.
I got it.
Are we leading off with that? Is that where we're going?
No.
Celtics,
We're
probably.
gonna do Celtics Bucks here for a second because right now it is. You're in the third quarter here. It is 72-56.
Uh-oh.
So it is a 16-point game or 14. Yeah.
Oh
16
damn, that's a big swing back.
16-point game.
they're on. You never know.
I game one. So let's talk a little bit about game one, and then we'll table the Celtics talk till after the game is over because I have a feeling we're probably gonna get some phone calls once this is over, based on the result of this.
Right,
depending on how this goes. Because if the Celtics blow a 20-point third quarter lead, I don't know that we'll be getting lit up with people calling in to talk about the Celtics.
Yeah, relax. They're not going to do that.
Because they got dominated in game one. Oh, dude, stinky boy underneath your mic thing. Turn your mic around.
He's right here.
Yeah, look at him. See him? Gross. Kill that
Don't spin him
motherfucker.
my way.
Well, you're just kind
I almost quoted.
Fling him off that way.
No, don't flick him at me, you asshole.
that way.
Just pick him up and throw him. They don't bite.
That does sound great.
I don't blow very good.
It's still in there.
All right, well, whatever. He's in there.
Oh no, he's
There he is.
Where is he?
There you go.
All right.
I don't know what the infestation is with these things. It's crazy. I'd never seen one of those things till I bought this house.
The
Ever.
North End, New Bedford has a ton of them.
I know. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they're here, what they do.
Oh, no.
I have to come up here every night and flick them off of stuff. I'm like, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
I came up here last night just to play some Halo and do some iRacing, and I had to kill 17 of them before I could sit down. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That was a bad peanut.
Oh, was it no peanut in there?
That was one of those bugs.
No, it just tastes funny.
I don't like when things taste funny.
Well, whatever.
Just not my style. So game one, Bucks Celtics. I don't think that went any. I don't think anybody expected that. I don't think anybody expected a blowout. I don't think anybody was expecting a blowout in the first two games. But it's looking like we could have back-to-back blowouts. I don't know if this series is going to go like this the entire time. I would be inclined to think probably not.
Right.
Oh no, I didn't think so either.
But the Bucks, I think, definitely proved that even without Chris Middleton, they can hang.
I was
And
going to say.
Giannis might be the best two-way player in the NBA right now.
Right. I was going to say, if you told me the score of the first game was what it was and Chris Middleton was playing, I would have been like, oh, all right. Like, yeah, we got work. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be tough. But without him playing and having to and lost by that, I'm like, God damn, like, what the fuck? Like, we just weren't obviously on our game in game one. You know what I mean? Like,
Giannis did a couple of those like Mortal Kombat.
he had triple-double, didn't he?
Probably.
Did he have triple-double in game one?
But I want to say he did one of those what was it, like kneel down like slide kick things to like Jason Tatum, take his legs right out. I thought it was pretty damn funny.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Giannis is insane. We all know that.
Giannis, yeah, is he right now the best two-way player in the league? I mean, I believe he is.
He has to be. He's at the tippity top of his fucking game right now.
If anybody's trying to call in right now, too, by the way, sorry, the phone was updating. I did not ask for that, and all of a sudden I looked down. I'm like, why is the phone shutting off?
Pretty sure that's the foul video you wanted.
Okay, so we'll pull that up here.
Yeah. Oh, the Draymond Green foul.
We got smoked that first game though. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, this is it. So this was kind of like a weak-ass foul, in my opinion. Like, I didn't think... Look, it was a foul, but I didn't think it was ejection-worthy. Did you guys?
No, not for Draymond Green's pat, not for who he is.
I mean, definitely foul, of course, but ejection. There's no intent there for me. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for
flagrant
for
at
intent.
the most. Flagrant at the most. You don't eject
Flagrant,
the guy.
sure. I could understand flagrant foul. I don't think flagrant was necessary either. But
I don't think it was flagrant at all. I think it was just he went up, and he fouled the guy before he went up, and then he kind of grabbed his jersey to like yank him down, and then he was like, "Oh shit," and tried to keep him from falling on the floor. I don't know. I think he was just trying to prevent the and one from going in.
Right.
You know,
the ejection was too much.
Way too much. And then, again, this goes back to what we talked about last week with the whole Kyrie and KD dapping up Tatum and, you know, the buddy, oh, yo, love you too, dog, the barbecue. You know, like, it's like, nah, dude, like.
Family.
This.
Barbecue, like you too, dog.
That shit is gross. I just don't understand, like, this league has gotten so buddy, and everybody's so ass-kissy, like, there's no venom anymore. There's no Larry Bird going to Michael Jordan, like, dapping him out. Yeah, fuck you, you son of a bitch.
Oh, it never happened.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's no anger and animosity or.
Does Giannis, I don't see Giannis doing that after games. I don't see Giannis.
I mean,
buddy.
you don't, but it's not like it used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to have. Think about back, like, and I know we're gonna date ourselves here. We're gonna say back in my day, basketball was so much better. Listen, I think the athletes are more talented now. The skill level in the game is much higher than it's ever been.
They're more finely tuned.
They're
Of course.
more right. These guys, half of these guys, I feel like in the '80s were like, wait, I got to play basketball for a living. Like, I don't have to go get a second job on the side. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's like, nope. These guys know from the time they're like 10 years old. Like, hey. You grow another 6 inches, you're going to the NBA.
Right.
Legit.
You know, okay.
People are 6'6". They're like, oh, you play basketball, and you're like, no. Like, why not?
Yeah. I mean, look, I get it, but nowadays it's just different, and the attitude is different. And I understand, you know, you have respect for your opponent, and you have respect for the guy that you're going up against. But this is just too excessive, and then it bleeds into other parts of the game. I mean, the refs, every time you look at a guy, it's a foul. It kills the flow of the game. And then you got these dudes dapping each other up after the games, and then all of a sudden Draymond Green commits what looks to be like, you know, if this was 1988 or 89 with the Pistons, might not even be called a foul.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, it's just good hard basketball, you know, and now it's like you're ejected. Wait, what?
Dead.
Like, it boggles my mind that this is an ejectable worthy offense. So check it out.
So I think I heard Kane Fitzgerald say the fact that he hit him in the face.
Yep,
Right there. As he takes a wind up and he hits him upside the head.
What about that was ejection worthy? He goes up, he grabs his jersey, misses the ball, grabs the jersey, and just kind of tugs it, and the kid loses his balance and goes to the floor. What's the problem?
Maybe the ref thought it was a little too sexual.
Maybe it was because it was already a foul before he did that.
Right.
That's the thing. They'd already called the foul before he made the grab of the jersey, and it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And why are you killing the NBA? Like, it's bad enough that we're destroying the NFL and you can't touch receivers anymore. And, like, you know, Go back and watch a highlight reel of Ronnie Lott or John Lynch or Steve Atwater. Like, those guys would be ejected and suspended for 18 games, on opening night. Like, they'd walk onto the field, be like, all right, got my pads on, click the last helmet button, strap on, and ejected. You're suspended 18 games. Get out.
I mean, even back
I didn't
in
even
the
hit anybody
80s,
yet.
Even like you were saying, like back in the 80s with the Celtics, like you were talking, was it Robert Parrish with the chop?
Yeah, Bill Lambier. Straight just tomahawk chops Bill Lambier and says, I've had enough of your shit.
To compare something within the same sport. Like, look at that. You know what I mean?
And they said, all right, Bill, here's the ball. Take your 2 shots and let's keep playing. And they did. And it's just like.
Who got 2-pieced? Like, what was that throwback video? Was that Walton? There was one video. Some guy goes up for, like, the layup.
Kurt Rambis when he got clotheslined?
No.
Bill Walton?
Maybe it was Bill Walton, yeah. So someone got, like, 2-pieced, like, right in the face, like, bop, bop. They just ate it.
All right. Yeah, no, that used to happen. I feel like, not often, but often enough.
I guess.
I feel like if someone got, like, hit twice like that today, they'd go down. Like, the guys are stronger today, to be honest.
Needless to say, the old NBA was far more, you could get away with a lot more as far as physically than you do.
Do we have any players, let me ask you this question. Do we have any players in today's game that would translate well for back then? In today's, I'm not saying you can't go and pick Shaq. I'm saying guys that are currently playing.
In the league.
I would say Giannis is one of them.
Giannis, LeBron.
LeBron sometimes.
If you take the bitchness out of LeBron because he loved to help perpetuate the flop. He helped the flop in the NBA. He helped bring that in.
No, the flop was already there.
Yes,
but Manu Ginobili, Steve Tony Parker, Steve Park. I'm like, look at me. I'm talking about fucking early 2000s NASCAR drivers. Okay. Like those guys, like Manu Ginobili, I feel like was like the first guy to really like capitalize on the flop and make it like a thing. And Tony Parker and like those guys, I just
blown
felt
up. Yeah.
Yeah, and it blew up. I think with LeBron, and people always say there's like LeBron would get shit on in the 80s. No, I think LeBron would be fine in the 80s because LeBron would be allowed to play a different way. Right now, LeBron just plays to the way that he knows is going to benefit his team the most.
Yes.
So if that means flop, he's going to flop.
Also,
if he could go out and body dudes, he would go body dudes.
Also, LeBron would not be playing as much back in the old days too. Like they play so many extra games now compared to back then.
Well, yeah, because the first round used to be a best of 5, not a best of 7.
Bingo.
Which I still miss that because it allowed for the upset. You know what I mean? There was more upsets back then.
Sure.
Like you're like, oh shit, because very rarely does the better team lose in a best of 7.
But
in any sport.
I agree with Joey wholeheartedly about LeBron. LeBron plays it up. LeBron's annoying, but LeBron plays it up. LeBron's a very jacked, incredibly in shape athlete. He could go back in time in there and be like one of the strongest guys in the NBA. Like if you put prime Michael Jordan against prime LeBron James is a house over him.
You would have Kobe versus LeBron 2009.
Yes,
that's what you would have.
Yes. I would say Giannis
so
would do very
seen
well because Giannis, big body guy.
Yep, Giannis could do it. I feel like some of the new Euro guys, like I feel like the Joker could do it because I think he just has the mentality where he wouldn't be like.
He looks like he's taking a few punches in the face during.
Yeah, he looks like he could take it. He could eat a few.
Yeah. I don't think Luka could do it though. I think Luka would get eaten up.
Luka, I think, is a little too finesse for the 80s.
Yeah.
I think Dame. I think Dollar Dame could play back in the
day. Dollar Dame could.
Dame is probably
old Westbrook before he went off the deep end and became total.
Westbrook is Isaiah Thomas today.
Yes.
That's
perfect. Except Isaiah Thomas was a shitload tougher.
And Isaiah Thomas won?
Yeah, 2 championships. Yeah, back to back.
He won with the Pistons.
Pistons, 88 and 89.
So that he is against that.
Or
so
88,
maybe Westbrook isn't the best comparison, but like huge asshole. You're like Isaiah Thomas, huge asshole.
But Isaiah Thomas also came out
asshole.
and played basically an entire game on a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Ripped it up and won his team the game. Like.
Yeah.
Zeke was a fucking bad dude. Like, you can not like him all you want. My father hates him. Loathes him.
Yeah.
Loves
talking shit about him.
Isaiah Thomas.
Because he was an 80s Celtics fan. He was
I know, I get it.
I
get it. But then he loves James Harden. It just boils my blood.
I know.
Yeah.
James Harden?
The beard.
I don't know that he likes James Harden anymore. My dad's very finicky with who he likes.
Yeah,
Fickle. Yeah, he's
one season it's this, but one too many, and he's like, "Fuck you."
Oh, God forbid!
Then,
he loved Pat Mahomes, and then Pat Mahomes had his hat on backwards at Augusta, and he's like, "Fuck Pat Mahomes." It's
you
really?
broke the rules.
That's
the
what
traditional rules.
Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, you know what though? No, fuck Patrick Mahomes for breaking the rules of Augusta. Who the fuck do you think you are?
He's
I
Pat
wholeheartedly
Mahomes.
support that, and I think the same thing. Fuck you.
If Augusta didn't care, who the hell am I to
Didn't he
care?
say like he had no idea and someone told him he turned it around?
Yeah, so I think that's how it went.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because I didn't get kicked out because you can't wear your hat backwards.
No,
at-
yeah,
at
they
the
told him.
Masters.
They told him flat out. He remember I started an interview with, of course, because my phone listens to everything.
Yeah.
So if you start talking about like a vacation, my phone's gonna be like, "Oh, so you want to go to this place?" It's like it's
Yeah.
creepy as shit. So one time, a video just randomly popped up on YouTube, and it was just like all about this, and I was just like Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes at Augusta, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really strange. So I watched it like an asshole because I give into this shit. So I watched it, and he's like, I had no idea. I goes, I apologize to all the appropriate people. He goes, they told me, hey, you can't have that day. He goes, oh, no problem. Turns it around. He goes, that was my mistake.
Oh, well, maybe I should show my dad the video and be like, hey.
Nah, don't show him. Don't show
Nah,
him.
let him hate him.
Nah,
the
let him
hate
hate him.
fest up.
Yeah, I know.
Let him hate because my dad used to refer to Mahomes as Mahomie.
Yeah.
That was Mahomie. And,
Powered by misinformation.
Yeah.
Your dad seems like he would love Justin Herbert.
I don't even think he knows who Justin Herbert is.
I mean, he'd be like, yeah, okay, I get
He'll
it.
watch one game. He'll watch because I
He's
guess the NFL leaked today that, or they didn't leak it. They put it out there that the first Thursday night football game of the year is going to be Chargers Chiefs,
Yes, well, they did that at the
September
draft.
15th.
God damn.
They did that at that whack-ass draft.
Oh, they did. They
Yeah,
announced
they-
it. I
they
just saw it
announced it,
today, and I was like, oh, okay.
They were promoting it because it was going to be on, Prime Video?
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were promoting
Jimmy
the Prime.
streaming on
Tony
Prime.
Gonzalez and Austin Eckler were up on the stage. Yeah, and then nobody was giving a shit, really, to be honest with you.
Very cool.
It's
So
99 degrees in the sun.
Yeah.
Everyone's
That's why
like,
That's why I tip my hat to that Make-A-Wish kid who was so fucking hype. It was on the Giants pick. Remember that?
they gave him like 9 monsters.
can you find me that video? Is that video out there?
Of
That
course
kid
it
was
is.
fucking whooped up, and
And-
I would be too. I'm like, yo, he's living his dream. Like, he wanted to announce the fucking draft pick, and he got the chance, and he was up there like with his arm around Goodell, like around was it Thibodeau from Oregon that they
Thibodeau.
picked? Thibodeau. So I know I'm a fucking Oregon fan. But
Thibodeaux.
I honestly do not know how to pronounce his name.
It's all right.
regardless, but
I mispronounced Mario Cristobal's name about 4,000
I
times.
pronounced his name the whole time
I was
wrong.
like- I was like-
probably.
I was like,
so I'm
Cristobal?
I'm like, whatever. Did the Ducks win? Yes, good. Did they win? No, fuck you.
Miami's going to do a lot of winning this year with your boy. We're going to be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're going to be good. But no, I just what were we just talking about?
We're talking about the hype kid, the
No,
Make
before
a Wish
that.
kid.
We're
yeah.
on basketball.
Basketball. Yeah, we
Sorry.
were talking about that.
We got really off topic.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was my fault because I said who in today's NBA would go do great.
Right.
back in the
And
80s.
then we ended up on Mahomes
that was
and
the
Augusta.
rabbit hole. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm getting better.
Today's players, who would be good?
Allergies.
Today's players in the in the 80s. I mean, if you go back a decade, like obviously I feel like there was a lot more guys 10 years ago than there are now. Like you had a lot more dogs. Like Ron Artest could absolutely play. Like Ron Artest was a relic
Tim Duncan.
from the 80s.
I think Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan could have hung out in the 80s.
Dirk.
Kobe, Dirk, Shaq.
You know Tim Duncan could because Tim Duncan wore jeans from like the time he was like 18 to when he
He
retired.
wore like jeans.
Do you
and
think
he wore
Carmelo-
like
He
jeans and like
Jinkos.
You think
and,
Melo?
Like,
You think
Tevas.
Melo?
Yes.
Like Jesus Cruisers.
Do you think Melo would be able to hang?
Nah.
Which Melo are we talking about?
Carmelo.
Early
I
Mello,
think I say
early
love
like,
Mello. I'm
like,
like,
yeah.
like
killed.
06 to 09, 03
No.
to 09.
What about
Melo.
like D Wade?
No. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
no on D-Wade.
Wade would have
Yeah,
done
you
it.
think Wade
Midget.
would have hacked it?
Nope,
No,
midget. He's
no,
like a-
no
he's
for
like
D
Muggsy-
Wade. Yes for D
He's
Wade.
like Muggsy Bogues to me. They would be like, "Ah, he's a midget."
I'm just trying to
No,
think.
D Wade was like 6'4".
To them, it was like midget.
Steve Nash.
No.
Nah.
No.
See, I
What about
Oh, Steve Nash
CP3?
is
What about
Stockton.
CP? What about CP?
Yeah.
CP?
no, no. He would have been hurt every
Bring
5
up that
minutes.
video from last week. Get your fucking hands off.
Yeah. And the guy's just sitting there laughing like,
I don't know. I just
You're talking about like Big Ben Wallace, yeah.
oh my god, that entire
Rashid,
the entire
Rashid.
the entire 04
Rip
Pistons
Hamilton,
team.
Chauncey Billups,
The
Ben
entire
Gordon.
04 Pistons team would have been fine
was
in the
Ben
80s.
Gordon on that team?
No, it was Ben Wallace,
Chauncey
Sheed,
Billups.
Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun.
Ben Wallace would have been
Oh,
fine.
Tayshaun Prince. That's
Yeah,
right. Fucking big ears. Oh,
Lindsey
my
Hunter
God.
off the bench. I'm trying to remember who else.
Ben Wallace, by the way, recently made news. Some guy came out and said, "Oh yeah, Ben Wallace banged my mom on prom night." Like, just threw it out there. Kid's 20 years old, and he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I have pictures of Ben Wallace in my house, like taking my mom to prom, and then like she said like she slept with him and anything like that. So it was crazy."
Sick.
And then like, he's just
Wait, how old is his mom?
his mom was in like her 40s, like late
So is
40s.
this
Why
like
was she going
so
to
is this
prom?
so is this her son? Is this her son?
Kid grew up seeing Ben Wallace on pictures on like inside of the house.
Oh,
Ben
So,
Wallace is
so
not
is
his
he?
dad.
He's not. Okay, I
No.
was like, so is that
Oh,
his
okay.
son? Like,
No.
I thought this was like one of those like, oh, maybe she had cancer and he took her to prom
No,
or something.
no,
Like,
no,
I
no,
never
no,
got to
no.
go to my high school
imagine
prom.
imagine the kid shows up on Ben Wallace's front lawn, knocks on his door, and he's like, "Hey, gender reveal, bitch! It's a boy."
It was on. It was
I want
on.
money, motherfucker.
It was on Reddit. He's like,
Oh, money,
it was like
motherfucker.
one of those like random Reddit holes. He's like, my mom banged Ben Wallace, and everyone's like, what? And then like he posts proof of like pictures of like Ben Wallace and his mom, and he has like the really like ridiculous fro. And they were like, is he wearing a headband? He was like, I don't know, probably. It was like the early 2000s.
No
Everybody
shit.
everybody was rocking sweatbands in the early 2000s.
That's too funny.
I had remember the arm ones, the Under Armour ones that went
Yeah,
like right
mad
on the
thin.
butt, like on your elbow. Yeah,
They went
those
mad
are, those
thin.
were sick.
But they only went fat where the logo was because it was
Yeah.
stitched.
I
so
still
it
have
was
some
like,
of those
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah.
John Cena has to wear headbands around his arms because regular armbands don't fit.
Yeah, well, John Cena's a big motherfucker, even though you can't see him.
Do 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 do.
We just assume.
The Marine.
I almost watched some fucking Stone Cold movie the other night, but thank God Monique talked me
I
out of
almost
it.
I almost
was like,
watched
okay,
him
good
Stone Cold
point.
the movie. What does that mean?
Stone Cold's in mad movies.
No, he almost watched a Stone Cold
I almost
movie.
watched
which
a
one?
Stone.
I've seen like 3 of them.
Nah, I forget
What's the
which.
one where his daughter gets kidnapped and he goes on like the rampage?
Like fake Taken.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Taken, but with Stone Cold. I was like,
I watched
this is somehow
that one.
better.
That one's not that bad. It's got the chick from that weird like 100 Days TV show from Netflix.
Amber
with-
Heard?
No. I don't think she. No.
Did she shit in the bed?
We should talk about that tonight. Honest to God,
All
that
right,
case
I'm
is fucking
fine.
wild.
I know my wife is following it like intimately. Like she's
All
like
I know is Amber Heard shit in the bed.
she'll text me. She'll be like,
That's all I know.
normally she'll call
That's
me
one
on her
of
on her lunch break.
One many things.
But like Joey was saying, like the chick like put cigarette butts out on the dude and like
Yeah.
was like
Listen,
mad
we
abusive.
should reverse
but-
call her. We'll be like, we need a
Hey, what are you doing? Tell us about the case.
we need a
Yeah.
we need an update. What's going on with this? Like, guilty or not guilty? If he's guilty, we riot.
Oh yeah, no, it's not guilty. Johnny Depp's gonna win this, and even if Johnny Depp doesn't win this, I think we talked about it today. He's already won in the court of public opinion.
Right.
So even though he's like, yeah, he lost millions of dollars in Disney. I mean, it's fucking hilarious that Disney booted him of all companies. It's like, bro, Disney's moral compass is so fucked that I'm surprised that they even gave a shit.
Right.
But yeah, apparently she just like drops deuces in his bed, and just
Next to his pillow.
yeah.
And she said it was the dog.
That's fucked, man. You get like pink eye from that.
No, that's farts. This is a whole shit.
Yeah, but well, if
It's
it's
worse than
smeared-
pink
what
eye.
happens if like he rubbed his face in it when
What happens
he
if
was
he
sleeping?
rolled into it?
Yeah, when he's sleeping, it's all up in your eye. You get fucking seriously.
Methane poisoning.
You get fucked up from that.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But that's some disgusting shit.
All right, I don't know why they went into
Is
like
she
a crazy.
vegan?
What? No.
Imagine
The
that.
best part. Did you guys see his doorman, his old doorman,
No.
just ripping fat vape clouds into the camera as he's like he's zooming in, and then they're like, "Sir, are you driving?" He goes, "Yeah," and then they're like, "Can you not?" And he's like, "No," and he goes, "I'm going to work," and then he just goes, "Bio," and just pulls like a fat cloud into the camera, and shuts off the camera.
That's too fucking.
That's how. And then Johnny Depp is dying laughing.
Joe, you got that thing?
I got
Bottle
one right
opener
here.
out.
Jesus Christ. This kid comes up here. He's over here.
Hey, guy!
He drinks non-twisty off fucking vagina drinks, and
Hey.
then and doesn't even have a fucking can opener, a bottle opener on his keychain. Like a
Get the
real
fuck
human-
out of here, all right? I drink them so that way I'm not all fucking
Though you could just
juiced by the
just not drink that much.
I'm still this for a second. You're gonna end up fucking getting diabetes from these because it's like 87 grams of sugar
I have 3 of them, like,
a day.
no, on Tuesdays.
Well,
when I
that's
do-
better
when
than
I do
that's
the
better
show.
than, that's better than the 2 gallons of grapefruit juice he was consuming when he was
Yeah.
drinking
That's
fucking
80,
grapefruit.
80 grams of sugar.
Yeah, I
in 3
literally,
drinks.
I have
That's
like
80 grams
this
of
is
sugar?
like my
In
second
3 is
one.
80 grams.
This is my second one. That might be the last one that I have.
He's going home on withdrawals from. He just goes and eats
No,
bags
I-
of sugar. Who's the fucking villain from Men in Black
Diabetes.
1? I need sugar in my
Diabetes.
life.
Isn't that the guy? Isn't that Private Pilot?
I don't remember. Yes,
Yeah.
same
Was it
guy.
Yeah, it was.
I forget his name.
It's going
He's
to be a
super
long
underrated. They
flight.
say he's a super underrated actor. I forget
I'll
his
need
name.
a snack.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no. The whole Johnny Depp thing is fucking hilarious though, because Johnny Depp is just sitting up there like, I love how they like clown on like Amber Heard's lawyers, and they just sit there and like Johnny Depp just like shits on him, like laughing at him.
Yeah. Apparently they're like highly unprepared.
I mean, I don't know what, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Amber Heard, it doesn't seem like she would have a small budget in something like this. But didn't she countersue? He sued her for defamation. Now she's countersuing.
No, she's suing him, and then he's countersuing her.
Is that it? I forget.
It's like $100 million or something like that.
I mean, it's not
They
cheap.
all have tens of millions of
It just
dollars.
seems like you would if you were gonna sue for that kind of dough, like, or whatever, like you would like spring for a little bit better of a legal team. Like, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like I could probably be better prepared than these people. Like when the guy was like, "Objection, hearsay" to his own question, you're
I've never seen that in my life.
like what?
Yeah.
Like,
And the judge goes, "It's your own question."
it was strate out of
It's
liar,
a
liar.
tactic, bro. Watch. It's
like-
a tactic.
Yes, it was
It's
Jim
the
Carrey.
Chewbacca defense.
He's badgering the witness. It's his witness.
Yeah.
What's your number? Let's put it in the chat because I'm not gonna remember that shit.
What?
The phone number.
Oh, 774-992-8702. That's the phone number. Give us a call if you want to get in on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp discussions.
He's suing. She's countersuing.
He's suing.
No, she's suing.
No,
He's
my
countersuing.
fucking mom just said he's suing. She's countersuing.
That's what I thought.
Everyone's suing everybody.
yeah.
This is like that South Park episode. It's like the
I'm
sexual
gonna take
harassment
my
panda.
mom's word on this one.
I'm
gonna take her word for it.
Panda.
Yeah.
And in the law, in the landmark law case, court case, everyone versus everyone. What does he say? Like the South Park school board is set to lose $12 million. And they're like,
So wait, hold on. The shit was on the pillow. It wasn't like
so did she
midway
shit?
under the sheets.
Yeah, like
where
did she like try
someone-
to hide the shit, or was it
She
just
just-
like she just dropped the deuce on the pillow?
I don't know. I only heard there was a shit.
I didn't know women pooped.
Yeah. That's why
I thought that was a myth.
There was some great text messages that had to be read out loud.
That's always the funny part about these things when these people's private lives come out and you're like,
That's fucked up. I mean,
you're like, holy
Oh,
shit,
shit.
dude.
That's like anything can be taken out of context. I mean, I say tons of crazy shit in text messages to oh my god, to just you in general, my wife, various other people.
The amount of stuff that comes out in text, like could you imagine if like Troll Trace became a real thing? She shit on the bed and blamed it on their 3-pound Yorkie. Oh, it must have been the dog. That turd is bigger than the dog.
I know. There's
didn't
corn
know.
in it. Literally, there's corn. No, it's disgusting.
I mean, a 3-pound turd. I don't know.
that
Joey Fats
Tatooine?
Radio, row one, seat one.
Hi, what do you want?
All right. We need I don't know what to call this. We need a court update minute.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Okay. All right. What is the most up to date news you have on Johnny Depp v. Amber Heard?
Turd.
So today, her lawyers tried to dismiss the case.
Her lawyers tried to dismiss the case. Why?
I don't know.
Because
Maybe
she's
we
getting
should hit-
too
maybe
deep.
we should hit up my mother-in-law. She knows more about law stuff. Let's call in Kathleen Palatroni.
All right. So,
No, seriously, I don't know why technically, but they're probably scared. I don't know.
well, I mean, they're probably
But they failed. Sarah's right. They failed. So ultimately, the judge ruled against them. I can hear myself echoing, and it's really pissing me off.
Oh, sorry, kid.
But anyway.
Hold that thought.
How about
How
now?
about now?
Funny. Mother-in-law says I'm funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. She knows more about it than I probably do. I'm actually intrigued with what she thinks. So, yes, Johnny Depp's, Amber Heard's lawyers try to dismiss the case unsuccessfully today. The judge ruled against it.
On
They
what
had a
grounds,
lawyer.
though?
I mean, sorry?
On what grounds? Like, you can't just be like, I object and dismiss.
I truly didn't watch it.
Damn.
I had a patient. It was really annoying. But I couldn't watch it.
Okay,
See
fair enough.
why they specifically did it. But this is really annoying. Why can I hear myself echoing?
I don't know. It's just
It's
feedback.
probably whatever.
Well, it's ancient technology.
It's Joey's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would call into your show. But
Well,
Joey's,
yeah.
Joey's gonna go downstairs after the show and just be like, I just bought $3,000 worth of
So,
equipment.
yeah, well, my mom said that. So basically, he's suing her for $50 million, and then she's countersuing for $100 million. So what Like, what the
So
fuck?
Timmy said there's not enough evidence to prove his case. Okay, thanks, Tim. Yeah, so Johnny already took, like. Okay, so I was waiting. Today, Amber's lawyer said she was drunk and took her knife off and tried to perform a cavity search. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So there was a lot of accusations.
Bro,
against
what?
Johnny. What the hell? Holy crap. So Johnny lawyers rested their case today. Amber Heard lawyers tried to dismiss it. They had a psychologist that analyzed Amber Heard today,
Okay.
and she sucked, for lack of better words. She sucked. She didn't know how to provide a proper testimony. She was reading off of a script. She got called out on that multiple times. She was a cocky bitch. She was no Dr. Curry. That's all I got to say.
Damn. Okay.
So Dr. Curry was the psychologist who also analyzed Amber Heard and diagnosed her with multiple personality disorders, and she was hired by Johnny Depp's team. So conveniently, Johnny Depp's psychologist diagnosed her with personality disorders, and also conveniently, Amber Heard's psychologist did not diagnose her with anything besides PTSD.
How convenient.
This is getting a lot of comments in the chat. Everyone's like, listen, you got to talk about this mega pint.
Also, we need to drink some mega pints here.
Okay.
Yeah, what's a mega pint again?
It's just like pretty much what you drink every night.
Oh,
That's what you have in your cup right now.
okay, fair
Mega
enough.
pint? What the fuck?
We're just making up words now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're an
yes.
attorney.
Dr. Curry was hot, Tim. I agree.
Yo, that mega pints, they slap, dog.
I gotta see this Dr. Curry. I'll be the judge of that.
Dr. Curry was hot. But not only was she hot physically, she was hot, like, just the way she presented herself. Like, she was smart as fuck, and she just presented very well, and she did not mince words. She did not hesitate. She did not even say the word
Oh, no pause words. Oh, that's very impressive. That's a good public speaker.
She was super impressive.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
That is very difficult.
Very hard to do.
She's an
Yeah,
island boy.
I was super impressed by her.
Okay, this was a very interesting.
Well, thank you for the fill-in.
So I love that Amber Heard is like, you know what? This was all a mistake. Let's just call bygones be bygones and get out of here.
Let's just
Never mind, bye.
Yeah, never mind. You know what? This isn't going how I thought it would. Let's just bail. Bail.
You know, well, what did she expect when you shit on someone's pillow?
All she needed was Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran went up there and be like, listen,
Look at the monkey.
she
Look at
white.
the silly monkey.
If the shit does not fit, you must acquit.
My God, imagine if some lawyer came up with like some Johnny Cochran type stuff like that.
Just
it was like,
about the shit on the pillow?
Let's try to analyze it as opposed to a colon.
Well, thank you, wife.
Hey, you're welcome.
Okay,
Can I go?
thank you.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bet.
Okay, so there we have our Johnny Depp Amber Heard fill-in.
Yeah.
Actually
Thank you
pretty
to
funny.
my lovely wife for filling us in on that. I know
And
she's
chat.
I know she's been paying attention to that like crazy. Apparently, it's a lot funnier than I really noticed. But I've only seen like a couple of clips because she'll send me the TikToks, you know, a little like the little clips from the courtroom, and I'm
Right.
like, and I'll laugh. But you know, most of my time on TikTok is spent watching thirst traps like twerk. So I'm like, ooh, big titted goth bitch, sweet.
See, I don't have TikTok.
Shake them titties, bitch.
I don't have TikTok either.
Yeah.
I don't need TikTok.
It is a
I
delicious,
see enough
delicious
of it
time
on
waster.
fucking Instagram, dude. I see enough TikTok on Instagram.
It's
so
such
it don't matter.
it's such
I
a
don't-
glorious time waster.
Yeah,
it really
I
is.
don't go on Instagram either.
No.
No.
The
Instagram's
gram,
fun.
I like Instagram, but it's kind of dying out for me. I
I
don't
follow a
know.
lot of dog stuff.
I follow a lot of golf stuff.
I told
Golf
you.
and dog stuff.
I'm in hell in Twitter. That's my battleground. That's why when you showed up and you're like new here, and I'm the guy with the noose around his neck, like smoking. Who was
First
that?
time?
It's
I can't think of his name.
from Pineapple Express.
Yes.
He's got a brother. He's
James
hilarious.
Franco.
Yeah, Franco.
That's
the
me.
Franco brothers. You ever seen his little brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
And,
midget Franco.
No, he's 23 Jump Street.
22 and 21.
I have no idea.
22.
Oh, that's who that is.
That's
his
yeah.
brother.
He's the drug dealer kid in the
Yes,
flesh.
that's James Franco's
That's his
brother.
younger brother.
No wonder
What's
why
his-
you look so familiar.
Yeah, he's fucking
He's
hilarious.
like a clone of him.
I know. Jesus,
I
fuck.
forget.
I get it
forget
now.
what his name is.
Wow, I had no idea. That movie was great. I loved that movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean, I love
Johnny
James
Depp.
Franco.
Give me
but-
some of these. Give me some of these motherfucking vegetables.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh my God.
Chicken
yeah.
leg.
No, great movie, but yeah,
What
that's
you
James
ask,
Franco's brother.
Rations?
I forget what his
Yeah.
name is. He's hilarious. He was so good
Something
in that movie.
Franco.
Yeah.
Baby
But
Franco.
yeah,
Well,
you're-
I don't know. I feel like Twitter is becoming more of. I like Twitter more now than I did in the last. I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3. Since its inception, the last like 2 or 3 years, I've started to like gravitate more towards Twitter. Not as a like posting, because I don't like to post on it because shit just gets like lost.
Flying. Yeah.
In translation, and you end up in a Twitter thread with somebody, and like I'll just make like snarky remarks, like you know what I mean, like I'll just like I called somebody a fat hog the other day, and I was
Jabril,
expecting to get banned, and I didn't. I was like, all right, like maybe Elon Musk's takeover this is working out, all right, like you know
free speech.
if they bring it back so we can
Dave
say
Franco, thank you.
if we can say the F word on Twitter
Dave.
Yeah.
You can say the F word all day long.
on Twitter.
Yes, you can say it all day long. You can just make a post that says fuck. It's
No,
fine.
not that F word. The other one.
Probably bannable.
That's what I'm saying. If we can just get back to using that, not because I'm like I don't have any ill will towards homosexuals at all. It's just a really
You
fun
just
word
want
to
free
say.
range to say whatever you want.
Yes, I am. I'm what some would consider a free speech absolutist. Yes.
Yeah.
Troll.
Sure.
Yes. I mean, look. I might not, I don't have to agree with you or like it, but it's your right to say
Isn't
it.
your picture like a cat smoking a cigarette with holding a Sprite?
Yeah, I think you sent me
I
that
think I
picture.
did.
Yeah. But no, I just want like I want
You haven't
Twitter.
seen it?
I want
Yeah.
to go back to. I want every social media platform to go back to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare / Halo 3 2007
Never gonna
Xbox
happen.
Live levels,
Never gonna happen.
where you could just say whatever you wanted to whomever you wanted.
Well, it depends with Elon.
And
That
the
was
thing is-
so much fun, though.
Dude, and the worst part was is like you ended up, well, not the worst part, but the funniest part was you ended up talking more shit to the people on your own team than you did the other team, because you remember it would like the communication would cut off, so you could only talk to your own team during the game, and then you get into the post game lobby and you win, you're like, yeah, dunked on you, bitch, what motherfucker? Yeah, shut the fuck up, you fucking, I fucked your mom last night. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
and that's like just what we're like allowed to say on the air
got way worse than that.
Have you ever
without the FCC coming
Got
in. And
have
way
you ever got-
worse than
have
that.
Any of you ever got permabanned on an account?
Not on Xbox, no.
One of my accounts got permanent
Because of your username,
because
though.
my username.
Nope.
Was it Mr. Slippy Fist?
No, it was hardcore fisting.
Hardcore Fistin'.
No, I got banned for
yeah.
in-game chat.
Oh, that's
I
bad.
can't repeat. What
My
I
brother
said.
did. My brother did.
Oh, Keith,
Yeah.
did he?
He got banned.
He's yeah, but
It's like
No.
12, 13 years ago. About
But
it.
He's
didn't
not
because
that
he plays like
hardcore.
those weird games like
Nick,
PUBG.
he's not that hardcore. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he said
PUBG's
something.
playing by himself.
He played whatever. He plays weird games.
You can still talk shit to people on the post and pregame chat. Though.
What was that like
I guess.
Minecraft one with the dinosaurs that he plays?
He plays Minecraft.
Ark.
Ark. Yeah.
No, you just play Ark.
Ark is when you get born and you're naked and you have to like build
Yeah,
your
and
stuff.
you get cold and shit, and I'm like, yo, this fucking game sucks,
Dude,
bro.
you
I'm
know what's
dying
really
all
funny?
the time.
If you have time, go on YouTube and just type in like Ark and people like trolling. People like make like fake accounts
Oh,
and
it's
they go
yeah.
ruin like someone like spent like 300 hours making their character.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Please help me. I'm homeless and I'm holding a rock." And the guy's like, "All right, I'll give you some vegetables." Oh, but he's like, "Yeah!" He throws him like a shotgun.
Yeah, that's Keith. Keith's the one that's getting fucked up.
Yeah. But Keith, I guess somebody like reported Keith and like they record the live audio now,
Yes, they
so
do.
they can always go back and hear you.
Really?
And yeah, so if you say anything,
wow, that's insane.
it's fucking lame, dude. Like bring back 2007 levels of online gaming.
Yeah, because
Like bring back. Like I wish. Like can we lobby Elon Musk to buy PlayStation and Xbox just to bring back the
Have him
lobbies
build
of,
his own.
of the
you
past?
want you want Elon Musk to buy Microsoft
Yeah, why
and
not?
I said,
Sony.
"Build your own."
Actually, he probably could.
I mean, isn't that what that was what everybody says, right? When, yeah, if you don't like it, just start your own social media. And then
He
Elon
did.
Musk was like, "No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna buy this one." They're like, "No, you can't do that."
They're like, "But a Tumblr."
But nobody expected everybody to get so goddamn rich and just be like, I'm buying that and I'm buying that.
See, that's the thing. If I had Elon Musk money, I would just buy Sony and Microsoft and just say like, "Yeah, no, like we're just gonna bring back 2007 video gaming lobbies." Like,
all is right in the world.
you know, and that's I think it would do a lot of good for people because like it wasn't around long enough to that level where like anything bad happened. Everybody was just like, no, we can't do this. Oh my God, this is terrifying. It's like, so what? Because, it's all because some fucking middle class white mom whose name was probably like Bunny or something. And like, she was like late for a date at the country club. And she came in. Yeah. She had that like the short haircut. She just got done like bitching out the manager at like the local Papagino's because her like pizza was slightly wrong or something. And she went up to her son's room and she heard her 9-10-year-old son talking shit to somebody and like, fuck you, motherfucker, I fucked your mom last night, you little bitch. And she's like, what? Like pulled a full blown Kyle's mom.
Tell me not though. Like we're all roughly the same age, like whatever it was 10, 15 years ago in that time frame when you're playing like Halo 3, Halo 2,
Modern Warfare 2.
God, the
all
glory
those
days.
games, right? And like you talk trash to people and you have like adult trash talk or like teenage trash talk or whatever you're talking about. And all of a sudden this little kid comes in and just throws out every curse word he's ever heard. Doesn't even make any sense. He's like, vagina, queef, motherfucker. And he's just throwing words out and you're like, who is this kid? It's like, is your mother around? You're asking him questions. You're like, who taught you this? He's like, my uncle.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was always like the kids were the craziest. Like the kids under 10 were always like, and those kids now are like early 20s, like mid 20s, and they're in the workforce.
Right, and those were the kids that used to be
know,
on their
right?
full
Like,
force.
Those are the kids that are like currently like managing like, I don't know, Hollister or something.
Right. I got into a beef one time on Xbox Live with this guy who's like straight from Jamaica. I couldn't understand the goddamn word he was saying, but it was the funniest thing ever because we were just fucking going at it. I'm saying words that we can definitely not say on air to each other.
Not anymore.
So funny.
Not
dude.
anymore. Like as soon as we hang up and mute these mics, like all those words are gonna come
Yeah, we're
flowing
gonna
right
tell
out of
the
my
stories,
mouth.
of course, but it was just so funny back then how raw it was back then to now how bad it is with like the things that you can and can't do and how controlled it is.
Like if you called somebody, like if you're like, oh, bro, like you're a bitch-made bitch, and it's like banned for 30 days. You're like, what? Like, what do you mean banned for 30 days? Like,
Well, I think PlayStation records everything.
They both do.
And
Xbox Live does too.
But
The NSA's talking and all that.
No, it listens for code words. Like if you say it just bans you immediately. 7-day ban.
It's like Twitter. It's like
What?
the bots on Twitter where like if you tweet something,
it's not even a person. It's just
or on Facebook, like if you go to type something, like I think I was going to refer to Kamala Harris as like the cackling cunt one time, and it was like, are you sure you want to post this? This seems like it could go against our community standards. And I was like, God damn it! Like, and I had to get rid of it because I can't lose my account.
That's
like,
ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I can. I've lost it many a time.
I
but
didn't know that they had that like code word like ban thing. So
Not for,
I
like,
can't go on there and let
like
people
that.
know that I'm going to pile up a bundle of sticks.
You could become like 16th century man. Like I'm going to fondle you in ways you've never been fondled. Like you could be like very eloquent about it, and they can't do anything.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
Yes.
I can't go on there.
Disregard
and
females, acquire currency.
Yes, you could be that, and they could never do anything to you.
Wow, yeah, I know that's crazy.
It's just so stupid because it was so much more fun back then.
I know.
I miss like 2007 video gaming.
It's all about Twitch now.
Was peak.
If you watch Twitch or you watch whatever the hell they have on there, another one, I don't know. Everyone's like PC, PG, like mostly everybody.
I mean, I follow this guy.
GG.
I follow this guy on Facebook now, Thumb Tacos. I don't know. He's like crazy good at Super Mario. Like, so I just watch him like dominate the shit out of Super Mario games, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And like I'll be sitting there and watch. Like I think I watched it for like a legit hour and a half the other night.
Yeah.
I watched mad at that shit. This dude who's mad good at San Andreas GTA, and he always does funny ass shit, and like I always stop and watch the videos.
See, like a lot of those guys, because like how many times when we were kids did like you would be playing Grand Theft Auto and you'd be like, do you want to try it? I'm like, no, just keep going. Like I would have more fun like watching you and Squeef play than I would actually playing it.
A lot of times I would have fun just watching.
And now like that's a thing, like a real thing, and you can just go on Twitch and like watch people.
Get paid millions.
One of our buddies is like stupid nasty at Halo. He's like what, top 1,000 in the world or something?
100,000.
No, I think he's higher than that.
Dude, 100,000 is not good.
Yeah, I think he's like top like 1,500 or something.
Oh.
Dude, like there's only like they only rank like the top like 50,000 Halo players.
I mean, don't ask me.
That's a good point. No, because back in the day when we broke under 100,000.
Yeah, we got into like got under
like
100,000.
98,000.
I got pretty high up. I got to like a level 47 in Halo 3 at one point, 49 I think it was.
50.
And
but I had a kid who cheated. Like not cheated, but he carried us. Like he was so good that he carried us to level 50. Once I got level 50, we lost the game. I was back down to 49.
Yeah.
Lost another game. I
Yeah.
was back down to 48.
Yeah.
But I hit 50 and I got the achievement.
I don't think I ever hit
Yeah.
50. I think 49 was the highest I ever got, but I did it all on my own without.
Matt Pina lives out in Chicago.
What up, dog?
Like that was a funny thing too. Is like you like I remember like I go through like my Xbox friends list, and I've got usernames on there of people that I became friends with playing Halo 3, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened. Like there was like this little kid. He was pretty good at Halo, and he partied up with us. He was like from Ohio, and was a huge Cleveland Cavaliers / LeBron fan.
Yeah.
And we were just like, yeah, cool, man. Like come hang out with us. And like we would play Halo with him like. For like there was like a good like 6 months where we played almost every night with this like random fucking kid from Ohio, and then just one day they go away and you never see or hear from them
You
again.
see like those Instagram, like those TikToks where it's like, "Hello, darkness."
Yeah.
It's some like sad song, and it's like last online, like
9 years
Nine
ago.
years
900 days. Yeah, and it's just like what happened. It's like you guys didn't realize it, but at the time you played the last game that you were.
All right,
gonna
man.
find
I'll be on tomorrow. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
And you never
Never
talk
did.
to him
Oh,
again.
Dead.
No, dude, that fucking hits kind of.
It's kind of funny though because like online video gaming took that on. Like it just made it such a different thing. Like when you got Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2, and you were in peak online gaming lobby era, like from 07 to like 09. I feel like that 2-year run was just unparalleled.
That first Modern Warfare, I was fucking nasty
dude.
at.
I got so good at Modern Warfare 2, and just being like, oh look, that looks slightly out of place, and you just take a pot shot at something, you're like, boom, headshot,
Yep.
and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that just
I used to
you happen to
murder.
notice, you're like, huh, there's usually not a mound right there, and you're like,
Yeah.
poop poop.
I don't know if you guys know my specialty. If I don't play video games anymore because I just don't have time. But I was
unfortunate.
I was the Steve Nash of Call of Duty. I would have like 15 assists every fucking game.
Jesus.
See, but that's
It
because
was like
that's
a
because
specialty.
you probably played regular mode, not fucking not hardcore.
I played hardcore every time.
How do you get assists in hardcore?
Yeah, how the
I
fuck
would
do you
fucking
get assisting?
start the bullets, and the guys would be like, "Oh, I'm a little injured," and someone else gives a final shot in the chest, and I get nothing. I'd be like,
Getting assists in hardcore is really difficult.
You have no idea. Next time we talk to Jake or you see Jake would be like, I don't know how Sean did it. Sean have like 15 assists. And then we'd play all the time, and it'd be like, dude, you have like fucking 10
I don't
assists.
remember what was your highest rank in Call of Duty. I don't remember what mine was. I
Oh,
never
I
really.
never,
I was
never
only-
really.
I didn't prestige. That's bullshit. I'm not
I
giving up on my
got
gun.
sick
Yeah,
of
I
it.
don't-
I got sick of it after like 4. But my
What do you mean
KD
4?
ratio after like the 4th prestige, there was like 10 of them.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
I got
prestige
sick of
like
it.
twice.
Yeah, I did it 4 times, and I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this. I looked at my KD, and I was like 1,000 kills over my deaths or whatever. Like and I was just
My
like,
KD was roughly
I'm
like
good,
2 to
like-
1 in Call of Duty.
Mine was huge. Mine was like 8 to 1.
No.
Yes, it was massive, bro. The
8 to
first
1?
Yes, I used to dude, I had 400 deaths to like 1,600 kills or
Holy,
like 2,000
You're
kills.
getting like nonstop nukes.
No, dude, this was the fucking
you
Call
ever
of
get
Duty
it- did you ever get a
before nukes. This was the
Me
Call
too,
of Duty
one time.
before nukes.
I got a Call of Duty
All
once.
luck,
A
all
nuke
luck.
once.
Yes, 25 kills in a row. This was the Call of Duty before nukes, the first
God, I
Modern
missed that.
Warfare.
Yeah, but you know what the worst part was? You
If
ever
I got to the chopper gunner, it was over.
yes, so it was
Yeah,
chopper gunner,
chopper.
AC 130, nuke.
Yep.
Here's my problem though, because I was like, I'm not gonna get to nuke, and I would never equip it, and I would get close. I'd be like, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
Sure,
right. You have like 26
You're
straight
talking
kills. You're like, God damn
Are you
it!
talking about the first Call of Duty that you can get a nuke in?
Modern Warfare 2
no.
was
Modern
the first
Warfare
one, right?
2.
Was the only one, right? Yeah, because that was the one you had to get 25 kills, and it would
25
end the
straight
game.
kills.
And it would end the
25
game, right?
straight
And it would
kills.
end the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the fucking call. I'm talking about the Modern
The
Warfare
first
before
Modern Warfare.
that. Yeah.
Oh, the
That's
original
the
Modern
one
Warfare?
With, yeah, that's the one with my.
Was the original Modern Warfare
That
the
was
one
the
with no
best
Russian?
one.
No, that
Well,
was
that was
2.
Modern Warfare 2
That
was no
2.
Russian,
No
right?
Russian
Yeah.
was 2.
That level was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know they took that out of the game?
Yeah, remember we
they
used
did.
to have to agree to it
Yeah.
in the game?
Yeah, you just have to agree to play that because it was, for those who don't know what we're talking about, no Russian in Modern Warfare 2, you basically, you were a Russian hit squad and you just walked through an airport with like 240s and just literally just committed a mass shooting.
Right.
Like you just lit up civilians in an airport. And the last thing the guy says before you come out of the elevator goes, remember, no Russian. Because they don't want people to know what language they were speaking so they can't identify them. And like there was like a whole big thing. Like you had to agree, like hey, this level's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Because it's after September 11th, too. That's why.
It was after, well, yeah, it was well after September 11th. It was like 7 years after September 11th. But,
Oh, not that long.
yeah, it was like 06,
No,
07.
it was 05.
07. No, 08. 07, 08.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a while after that, but like, you mean like it was a fucked up
It was
level.
still Xbox 360.
Because there's like people
360.
running and screaming, and you're just like, and you're like fucking mowing down unarmed civilians in an airport, and it was graphic and it was raw. It was one of the rawest fucking like
They do
gaming
They do
things.
worse now, though, too.
No, because they took that level out. So if you buy that game
that
now,
was probably
it's
one
not
of the
there.
worst levels to date as far as like just visual, like just like what we are in society today. To throw that kind of thing into a video game, it's like
You
oh,
wouldn't
man,
if
sorry,
you
hiccups.
put that in like a game today.
Never.
It would never.
They
fly.
wouldn't allow it.
No, it would never fly.
It's amazing that they still allow Grand Theft Auto to be produced. You know what I mean? Like,
But my thing with, like, again, video games too, like, video games, the whole point of video games is to be able to do something that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do in real life.
of course.
So I can't steal cars and kill hookers in real life, so Grand Theft Auto is a perfect way for me to live that out if I
Right.
so chose.
Unfortunately, some morons don't. You know, they can't.
Well, yeah,
tell
but
between the
same thing
difference
like with
between-
Call of Duty. Like, I'm not going into the military and running around shooting and killing people.
Right.
I'm not. Nope, not doing that. A, I don't have the balls to go to the military because just nope. And B, fat. So, you know.
Yeah, your commander's not going to
Yeah.
come and select you for a specific
Yeah,
super
no.
duper private mission where they're going to put you in a ghillie suit and a sniper rifle and you got to go to fucking Chechnya or wherever the fuck. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
it's just like, so you go through these things. It's like, you know, like racing video games.
Yeah,
like I'm big
it's-
into iRacing now.
Right.
Like I can't drive a NASCAR at Talladega in real life, but I can on my racing simulator, and that's pretty fucking cool.
You gotta
So
build one
it
of those.
allows you to do things that you couldn't necessarily do in real life. Like and that's kind of the whole point, you know. So I get it, but I can't commit a mass shooting. I don't know that I would want to play that level. I don't know how I would feel about that level now. Like back then, I played it and I participated actively in it.
Go watch it on YouTube. See if
I
they-
know I have. I trust me. I remember what it feels like. I think I actually still have the original copy over there on my case.
Right.
It'll make you ban the game. And like, we deleted this from the game.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't upload this. Fuck you.
They're like, no, you're not doing this. And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. I'm a consenting adult.
Just don't hook it up to the internet.
Good luck.
I know. They're like, we have. Yeah. Anytime that you don't, like, you're always trying to hook it up, and it's like, no, connection failed. Be like, nah, I want to play the sick level on Call of Duty and mow all these
This-
people down.
this-
It's like, connected, yeah.
There's a team.
no.
FBI texts you,
No.
don't do it.
There's a team in a dark room. Everyone has laptops. There's one guy standing up in a suit watching this gigantic screen, and he sees all the Xbox going on, and it says Xbox went on, and they just went offline immediately. Kill the whole power of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just eliminate the whole neighborhood.
It's like the SWAT team
Yeah.
comes rolling
It's
in.
like somebody out of like Metal
He's playing
Apocalypse.
no Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. 774-992-8702. Wow, that took
a massive rabbit hole.
that took a fucking turn
the
for
Celtics win.
I believe they did. They
Hey,
were up
video
14.
games are still fucking sports, bro. They still have like big ass like,
yeah.
Fortnite
It's,
tournaments and shit.
it's
Oh,
a-
yeah,
it's a-
It's
a
what?
21-point game with a minute to go. So yeah,
Okay,
Celtics
it's over.
won.
yeah. We
So
smoked
all
them.
right, so the Celtics are going to win. Series tied 1-1. I haven't seen. Obviously, we didn't see the game, or at least the end of it, so we don't
Nope.
know what happened. But the Celtics kind of just dominated this one wire to wire.
Shit. Well, Jaylen Brown did before I even got here. Jaylen Brown was killing it.
Jaylen Brown was on fire.
He had like 24 points at halftime, or 22 points at
yeah,
halftime.
it was fairly ridiculous. So
Well, that was pretty cool. I'll say it again. I'll say it again next week. I'll say it last week, and I'll say it this week, and I'll say it next week too. Celtics have to get to the finals this year. That's it. There's no excuses. I mean, it's funny to me that beginning of this year, I was like, man, this team really stinks. They need to do something. And they really made me look like an asshole now because now they're just dominating. And
yeah, but you weren't the only one.
everyone did. And if everyone says they weren't, they're liars.
Of course.
Okay? So now they're dominating, and now they look good. So now I'm like, all right, like I'm eating my crow here by saying like I didn't believe in you, and now you make me look like an asshole.
Yep.
But if you get rid of Danny Ainge and the first year with a new coach and Brad Stevens in the GM position, and you make it to the finals, Danny Ainge was literally hindering us for how long? He made some great moves, but then he just didn't know how to make the moves to get over the hump, which everyone complained about. Didn't
Right.
do draft day trades, didn't do deadline trades.
And
didn't
I
make
will
all
sit
that
here
shit.
and I will say a tut or so. A fucking a tut or so. Because I've been telling you guys for years Danny Ainge was more than half of your problem. But people will also defend him and say, well, he got us Tatum and Brown and
No, he made good draft
whatever.
moves.
He got us
Yes.
these guys, and that's the foundation of the team. But yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna get out of this series. But
this is the only time. This team is. This feels like the Cincinnati Bengals team, destined to make it to the finals. They feel like everything's going right for them right now.
things are just breaking their way.
Absolutely.
That's the way it's
Chris
been
Middleton
going,
gets
yeah.
hurt for the entire series.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like
Embiid's probably out for the foreseeable future.
Nah, he's
within-
gonna be back game 3 or 4. I think.
Is he? Yeah, he's coming back. I was thinking, I'm like, oh man,
They got the custom fitted
if
mask.
the Celtics get through the Bucks,
Nah,
because
because he's gonna be able to play because they
Who's
got
this?
the
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Embiid.
Guys have played with his injury before.
we play against Embiid very well.
The Celtics match up well against Philly. Yeah.
Embiid, for some reason, some players just have, no matter what sport you pick, like Pedro always had a hard time against, what's his name from the Yankees, the crappy backup infielder. Shit, a little fat guy that always hit well against
John
Pedro.
Olerud?
No, forget it. It'll come to me. Kareem Garcia.
Oh, okay.
Always guys, like, whenever
Would not have guessed that one. No.
whenever he batted crazy against Pedro. Whenever Embiid plays the Celtics, he never has his best game. I don't know if it's like a mental thing with him or whatever it is. Embiid just doesn't play to his best when he plays against us.
Right.
Maybe
Well,
that was
yeah,
maybe that was
Yeah,
Ben
he
Simmons.
plays. Yeah, maybe he just gets. He sees the green and the little leprechauns come out. And they're like, "Yo, bro, you ain't doing that shit tonight, bro."
I'm excited. We'll see how the series goes. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I mean,
we-
it's a big win. It's a big win. Good bounce
We
back
got
win for the
beat by
Celtics
what?
tonight.
13-14 the other night.
109-86 is your final.
Yeah. It was
That's a great bounce back win.
It's a very good bounce back win. I mean,
The Celtics needed that though.
The other night was
They had to have that.
101-87.
Yeah, it was a similar score.
so so 14, 15
So
points.
we reversed it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much just beat them out again.
Yep.
You know,
But like they say, it's not a series till somebody wins a road game, and the Bucks, they took that first shot, so now it'll be on the Celtics to win one in Milwaukee. And I look, the Bucks did what they had to do, which was come into Boston and steal one.
Yes.
right.
They had to get that done, so now they've got home court back.
If the Celtics beat the Bucks, you're talking about beating the two best teams, hypothetically, in the East. We should make it to the finals.
Depends if we can get over Miami.
Brooklyn, I feel like they just stepped on their dicks. Like I don't know what was going on with Brooklyn. I know the Celtics defense was good and they played well, but I don't know. I can't put my finger on that. That was just a weird one to me. With this series though, I feel like the game 1 was a letdown because they were so emotionally fired up for the net series that I think like there was almost inevitably going to be a letdown.
Sure, I believe in that.
And I felt like that this series could potentially be a letdown because they're not going to be able to match the same energy that they had for 4 games against they did against the Nets.
Okay.
And if they don't match that same energy against the Bucks are going to beat them. They've already taken the game from them in Boston. So, look, if the Bucks go home and protect home court and this comes back, 3-1, I don't see the Celtics bouncing back from that.
Yeah, it could be rough.
I just
The Celtics have to go get a split in Milwaukee here.
I don't fear the Heat or the Sixers this year at all.
Right. The only reason why, like I said, that I don't really feel
Yeah, but
like any of those teams.
they didn't fear the Heat in the bubble either, and the Heat came out and ran a fucking basic 2-3 zone and just stymied the
Murdered them.
Celtics.
I know.
And everybody was like,
I can't see the Celtics putting themselves in that type of position this year. I just think that they match up too well. They play too well like I said, the shitty games that they have in the day. They play well at night. I don't know if that's true, but when they click and they play well, they can beat any fucking team in the NBA. Their
Yeah, of course they
intensity
can.
is insane. The defense is insane. They double team without the double team. They spread the ball around well, and they've been shooting pretty damn well. Horford's been leading. I mean, he's been coming up, solid as far as being an old guy on the team. You know what I mean? A lot of these, young kids with, was Smart's gone right now?
Smart's out today.
Smart's out tonight. We still beat him by fucking 20 points. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it depends on who's clicking at the right time. This team is literally, when it's clicking, like any team, though. I mean, I guess I'm kind of like eating my own words here when I'm saying you gotta show up at the right times, but that can go for any fucking team. You know what I mean? You can be a shitty team and show up when the right team doesn't and beat them, and it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that goes back to like what I was saying. It almost feels like some teams you watch it becomes like you're like everything's going right at the right time.
Right.
It's happened with Cincinnati this year with football.
Right. I guess I was just reiterating your point. I suppose.
If you said to any fan before last season, Cincinnati Bengals going to the Super Bowl, they'd be like, you are smoking meth. Flat out.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody had them even making the playoffs, much less
No, I
making the
think
Super Bowl.
most people had them. I mean, I had them third in the division.
Yes.
So
You had Steelers still with Big Ben. You had the Ravens who were always
I think
good.
I had the Ravens and the Browns above
You had
them.
you had the Browns who were always overhyped beyond the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden it's like the Bengals like, nope, it's us, and they just did it. And then
Actually, I might have even had them
them
fourth in the division because I think I might have had the Steelers above them just because
I had them fourth.
I felt like the Steelers are just one of those teams where you're just like, yeah, you can't kill them.
They
You know what I mean?
they were
just,
young.
You're just like, why won't you die? But no, look, this game 3 becomes huge because if the Celtics can go into Milwaukee and take game 3, all the pressure's on Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
Puts all the pressure on them because now Boston's taken back home court and they've gone into Milwaukee and now they've beaten them twice in a row. That's something that you've got to be, now if you're Milwaukee, you're like, okay, look, we didn't play great game 2. We played great game 1. We've got to come out and play great game 3 because if you can get into game 3 and say, okay, you take game 3, now you're looking at, look, we win one more at home.
You pretty much got
And,
that thing.
3-1.
Which I hope is not the case.
3-1. Now you're saying we got to lose 3 in a row. I don't see Giannis losing 3 in a row.
I can't right
so
now either.
if you're the Bucks, you've kind of got to come out swinging in game 3 and redeem yourself for this. If you're the Celtics, you want to come out and you want to duplicate tonight and come up because now all the pressure falls on the Bucks.
Yeah.
All the pressure is sitting on Giannis and saying, we cannot go down 3-1. They have to win it. And even if they do, the series is still tied 2-2, and Boston's got 2 home games left.
Right. Celtics got to leap high off that high energy win tonight to come out.
You've got to carry this over. If you're the
You have
Celtics,
to.
you've got to carry this over into Milwaukee and take game 3.
Make this shit personal. Bring it like it
You
was
take
for
game 3
Brooklyn.
in Milwaukee, you win the series.
And
I'll-
Tatum-
I'll-
I
I'll
think
say-
so.
I'll put it like that.
I'm willing to bet with that.
Yeah.
Tatum,
But I agree, though.
Tatum had a bad game 1, and Tatum had a bad first half tonight. I didn't obviously see the second half because we were here.
Brown picked
But-
him up, though. It didn't matter.
Exactly. But like if Tatum even turns on a little bit, that's just extra emphasis, and then that's just extra help. And I don't know. To me, it just feels like everything's happening at the right time. And then over in the West, I still think it's going to be the Golden State. Now that I'm seeing more and more games, but Ja Morant, man, is for real. That kid can play out of his mind.
Ja's nasty. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like Morant. I do.
Holy
I do
shit.
too. He's giving me. He's like somebody I can root for. That like I didn't really expect to
end,
have. Like because
did you watch that end of the game?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
that
What an ending.
final play that they drew up for Ja Morant was
Yes.
fucking awesome.
And he called it. He goes, he hits me. He goes, I'm open. He goes, he hits me. He goes, give it to me.
Yeah.
And you saw it right. The camera's pointed right in his mouth, and you can hear every word. He hits me, bounce it to me. I got it. I got an easy layup.
Yep.
Right.
Play happens, goes for the layup, and then Klay Thompson just like gets it just enough where he doesn't get the ball.
It
up.
was just a little scoop, and he flipped it just a little bit too much.
Yep.
And it was there.
I think
And-
Morant's a big up and coming for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Morant's
huge.
a baller.
He's
Yeah,
getting
this
up there,
this kid's going to be a superstar for a long time.
Right.
And I hope he is. He's fun as hell to watch. I love watching him do his little dance.
Yeah.
When I forget who it was. It was there was lined up for like a wide open 3. They good ball movement.
Right.
And you see John Morant in the corner like just doing like the gritty.
Yeah.
And then the kid just fucking boom, nothing but the bottom of the net, and you're like, nice. I mean, it was in the first quarter, so it was like whatever. But they were feeling it. I like that about that Memphis team is that like they kind of get in this rhythm and they go.
Yeah.
And they got like a little bit of a hop in their step, and you're like, all right, I can fuck with these guys. Like I like this.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, it's. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's cool to see like all this new young talent coming out, being like spread across the league, where we got guys, over in like Memphis and like Dallas and things like that, like across the board.
For now,
where like it's exciting to watch like teams where you otherwise would have been like, fuck that.
I feel like
you know
the
what I mean?
Grizz,
But
I feel like Memphis routinely puts like a decent team out on the floor though.
because they're always the lottery picking like top 5.
Remember when they had what was it like Zach Randolph and what's his name like a couple years 10 years
Yeah,
ago?
they're all like top 6 picks.
Yeah, I mean, but they
right.
were all like good players, and you were like, and they had like a pretty good little run there for a while, and like it was fun to watch.
Memphis is an amazing high school because they're like, you know what, we're getting all this young talent coming up.
Yeah.
We get about 4 years to do it, and if we don't, fuck, we're going back again.
Yeah.
And they just restart the whole process all over again.
I mean, it works. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm rooting for Golden State to win it all.
What? Really?
I want to see Steph and Clay win another one, like
you
post KD.
well, he just doesn't. Well, he doesn't want Boston to win. Of course, he doesn't.
I want Boston to win. All right.
No,
let me
I
ask you
legitimately
both
want.
this as
I would like to see Steph, Clay, and Dre get one more because then it'll
Dre.
solidify.
No.
It'll solidify them as one of the great teams of this era.
They're
Because
not
they'll
already?
because I feel like people take away from what they did with KD. Because they're like, well, they got Kevin Durant on a
KD,
73-win team, and it's like, oh, like
The Warriors already did it once without KD before they got it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Fuck that. I want
twice, right?
twice. Was it twice already?
once, I believe.
Are you sure?
One,
No.
maybe it was twice
I
actually.
think hasn't Steph
You
Curry won
sure?
3?
Yeah, 2 with KD, 1 without.
Well,
2 with KD?
Didn't they go back to back with KD?
I thought KD only had 1 ring with them.
this got to be fucking something.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Sean.
Well, I want to know is all right. So this year,
I'm completely drawing a blank on.
I don't know. This
They
year
beat, I
coming
know
up,
they had the game, they had the series against Cleveland and LeBron.
yeah,
They smoked them.
that was the 3-1 series.
15, 17, 18. So you might be right. Hold on. I'm looking up that.
17 and 18 were both with KD, right?
I'm looking it up right now.
Am I mistaken?
I forget.
Phil, keep talking while
Well,
I
no,
do
like
so.
what I want to ask is like, given the season, like the way that things have gone with the Celtics coming into the playoffs and like as high energy as they are, and the way that they're doing well. If Tatum wins one this year, right? Not being a Celtics fan, you being just like a resident basketball fan for the most part, you know what I mean? You being a Celtics fan in all, do you think that Tatum, if he wins one this year, or whatever, like, does
I
he
think
solidify his name up there with like those?
Yes.
Those guys where it's like
Yes.
how like start to like
As far as like being a superstar in the league,
Yes.
yes.
I mean, I
does
think
he
everybody's-
solidify his name? With I'm not gonna say like Kobe. I guess I'm drawing a blank with like guys
Too
that
far.
I'm trying way too far. I know, but I'm trying to think of like does
Yes, he gets the upper echelon type of guys. Yes.
he gets that category? You know what I mean? Like
he'll
where
be one of those like top 10 superstars in the league where you could build a winning team around him. Like he's a guy that you could I don't know, like you're asking, will he be up there with like KD, LeBron, like that kind of Steph, those guys?
Yeah, like franchise guys.
No, I think he'll be the next-
solid franchise dude.
Solid franchise guy with the ability to go up into that upper
like
echelon.
Tony
Sure.
Parker's and like I guess I'm
I know what you're saying. He's not LeBron or Kobe. He's like that next level down, like that next
right.
tier below
But do you think that Tatum is going to be that guy for the Celtics to finally step in and like? Obviously, he's better than I think
You're
he's
right.
better than fucking
I
Paul
thought so.
Pierce. Oh, dude.
Durant did win 17-18.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was
too.
back-to-back.
Yeah.
And then they lost 19.
Because didn't they beat?
And they lost 16. They went,
Yeah,
they went,
because
they went 5 times in a row.
the first year they beat Cleveland in 6, right?
Yes.
And then the second year they swept them.
No, second year they lost. That's
KD.
2016. No, 17-18 they won. 2019 they lost. 2019 was that KD team too or no? Yep, Kevin Durant. They lost in 2019.
What the hell did they lose to in 19?
They lost to the Raptors. That was
Kawhi's-
Kyrie.
Oh,
Kawhi's the-
yeah.
Kawhi, not Kyrie.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Sorry.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah,
Everyone did, even Kawhi.
there's a perfect example right there. Does
What'd
Tatum
it
reach that
do?
Kawhi level?
Yeah, I think Tatum's already Kawhi level. Like I think if Tatum became a free agent after
Right.
this season,
Right.
he would be the most sought after free agent in the league. Like
Right.
I don't think you know
like
what I mean.
the Jimmy Butler's, the Damian Lillard's,
Yeah,
the guys
he'll be.
that,
He's in that conversation already. Now the thing is, though, in the NBA, you can't just win one.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
Does he
got to
have-
win multiple
You gotta
championships
start.
to become.
So that's what I'm
that
saying.
dude.
Like, does he reach that level with one, or do you think that he needs
No, you
more?
need
Here's,
multiple.
Here's a better reason to know that if he's made it. If LeBron says, I want to go to the Celtics.
If LeBron
no,
says,
we're all set.
if LeBron
Sorry,
says,
I
you
know
know
we're all
what,
good.
you know what, Boston looking pretty
All-
appetizing these days.
All of a sudden, you see him out. He's like, as that, was it Gordon Ramsay's new restaurant opened yet next to like the aquarium? He's like this. Oh, I'm just in the area. Don't worry about me.
LeBron's going to be going, I feel like Boston's a whole lot less racist these days.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it.
He's out there doing ribbon cuttings for charity.
Somehow we're the front runners for
Celtics
Bronny
fans are
in a
like, no,
couple years.
no. They're like pulling the Michael Scott, like, God, no.
No, if we just
No,
become front runners for Bronny in a couple years, he's gonna come play here anyway.
No,
You know what I mean? Maybe
I-
we'll pull the trigger.
I'm sorry, I've said this before. If LeBron came to the Celtics, I would be upset. I love to hate him. Like he seems like a
Yeah,
like,
it's you want a hater guy.
Yeah.
You need somebody to
fuck
I feel
that.
like you almost need somebody in sports in
you would
general.
take LeBron James.
Yes, I'm not a fucking idiot. If LeBron
No.
James wanted to come to the
No.
Boston Celtics, I would lay the red fucking carpet out, and I'd be
No.
like, yeah, bro, hey, here's the best hotels, here's the best restaurants. If you need some liquor, I'll hook you up late night, whatever the fuck. Don't call me
Have
for
you
all the
learned
bullshit.
nothing? Have you
I don't
learned-
like you that much, but
Have you learned nothing from Pablo Sandoval?
I don't give a fuck.
You can't give a fat guy more food and be like, oh, keep him waiting. He's like, oh, he's like taking off like Jabba the Hutt.
I don't care. I would definitely, no, I'm just not dumb. You know what I mean? I don't like Steph Curry either, but if Steph Curry wanted to come to the fucking Boston Celtics,
I would
I'd be like,
100%
fuck
take
yeah.
Steph Curry. I have no problems against Steph. You need to have a villain. That's what makes basketball so fun.
I think you need somebody in any sport.
Yes.
You need somebody to root
yes,
against.
I love that we
Yeah,
had Tom
cool.
Brady for so long. Everyone
Kyrie
hated
and
him. Still
KD
do.
did fine for me this year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
but-
You had KD and Kyrie, so you can kind of like, all right, and not for nothing.
Everyone
but
knows
LeBron,
mine.
ever since LeBron went to LA, he hasn't been a thorn in the Celtics' ass.
No, not
and
at
I
all.
said this to Dad earlier today. I was like, to be honest with you, because Dad was talking about having someone that he needs someone to
Yeah.
hate, and I'm like, I know
Everybody does.
I'm like, the fucking NBA Finals kind of suck. Oh, the playoffs kind of suck without fucking LeBron in it. As much as I love to hate him, but like, I would love him on Boston. I'm not a fucking idiot. Yes,
Right.
come to Boston. I'm not dumb.
The only guy that I hate that I would not want on any one of my teams is Tom Brady.
The only guy I hate, I would never
would
let my
still
Like
team.
I would not like if they were like, oh, Tom Brady wants to play for the Broncos, I'd be like, get the fuck out.
Now,
Get the fuck out.
2023, like say like Russ Wilson doesn't work out, and next year it's like, oh
No,
fuck,
I'd
shit
rather
happens.
I'd rather roll with Drew Lock.
Or would you rather go with like Brady back in like 2010? Would you take him back then?
No, God, I'd take him even less back then.
I would hope if we ever signed James Harden on the Celtics, I hope every player tears their ACL in the Celtics, every single one. You can't even field a team.
Why?
I hate James Harden that much.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, next level hate.
You haven't gathered this from like your time being on
No,
the show.
not really.
If-
I guess
if
I'm
the
a
Sean's like Sean's like crowning moment on this show was the time it looked like James Harden shit his pants. Like
I just sit here and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going in when you. No, not really.
No,
I mean, but
James,
no, I didn't. Know
think
that.
James Harden's like all-time big piece of shit person.
Really?
Yeah, if he's in the Celtics, I bet
I mean,
everyone dies.
he did wear a fat suit to get himself out of Houston.
That is true.
That is
He did.
crazy.
And then
did
I
that.
mean, is
He did do
he
that.
is he like Cristiano Ronaldo shitty to people, or is he like?
Oh, what, like slapping little kids' phones out of their hands?
Yeah, is he like that
I
kind
heard-
of shitty,
I heard-
or is he just like like? What do you mean by shitty person?
he's just a fucking douchebag. He just whines all the time. He bitches about everything. He thinks he's like the next gift. He thinks he's like one of the greatest NBA players of all time, which I don't think he is. He just thinks
God,
like
no.
so highly of himself. Like
I mean, James Harden.
He's like a Ricky Jarrett from that show, Ballers. He's like a
Yes.
Ricky, he's like a Ricky.
yeah, but Ricky Jarrett was good in Ballers.
Yeah, I know.
Ricky Jarrett was a
He
damn
was
good.
totally the Antonio Brown of the show.
Nick,
I
if
think
you
that's Denzel Washington's son, by the way.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
actually
if
a really
Nick
good actor.
ever got me a James Harden jersey, and I hope you don't because you waste your money so badly, I would bring it to like every like awful event.
Should we-
And I'd be like, James Harden, just throw the jersey in the thing.
Maybe we should reinstate the row one seat one fantasy league this year. Just do like another best ball league, and then like we instead of having like everybody paying money and like winning a prize, like we
No.
just punish the last place team.
That's
like, we
not-
just-
that's bad luck though.
Like we
I-
just like all 9 of us, like just whoever comes in last,
just beat the
like,
shit out of him.
The other 9 guys just get to come up with ideas of like what they have to like get him something
That
like
sounds horrible.
like awful. Like Sean would clearly get like a James Harden jersey.
Right, that's like one, and then you got to go through.
And
9
it's like,
people's
okay,
bullshit.
now you have to wear this like on the air for a show. Like, like there'd be stipulations to,
To be-
it.
to
Like,
be- to be
obviously we
fair-
can't do anything that would get anybody like fired or anything
No.
like that. But
To be fair, like someone's just not gonna know anything. I'm just like, I'm just gonna punch you in the stomach. They just get lost. They're like, I don't know what to do.
no, it wouldn't be. No, nothing. You can't physically harm people. What I'm saying, like, like somebody like if I came in last place, it's like, okay, you're getting like a half Brady, like a half Bucks, half Patriots Brady
Oh my
jersey.
God. I can't stand those.
I can't either. I loathe them. I literally loathe those.
Unless you're a mother or father of a player that's played on both teams, no one should ever have that jersey.
No, you just wear the one they
You
currently
could like
wear.
you could disguise the one chip challenge chips in a Dorito.
The
bag
only
and be
person
like,
who was
oh,
Take it
would you
anally.
like
The only
some
person who was
Doritos?
allowed to do that was like was it Brady Quinn's wife? Was AJ Hawk's sister or something like that?
Yeah.
Was that who that was? Was she
Hawkwind.
yeah, it was she like Brady. Yeah, because Brady Quinn married AJ Hawk's sister.
Yeah.
So she wore like the half Ohio State, half Michigan.
Yeah. No, he wasn't in Michigan. He was.
No, who was that?
No, he's done.
Was it Notre Dame?
He was Notre. One was Notre Dame. The other one was Ohio State. Ohio State. and
No,
Notre
who
Dame.
wore the half? Somebody had a half.
Well, the McCourty's mom did.
But that's different. That's a mom. But who had the half Michigan, half Ohio State jersey? It was somebody's mom or wife or something. I forget. I'll go back and look it up later. I'll be like, oh, right. Was it back in like the late
It's probably Jim Harbaugh for
late
some
2000s,
reason.
early 2010s, somewhere in there. But no, back to put a little happy bow on this thing, Paul. Yeah, no, I mean, look, Tatum can become that guy. I think everybody in Boston is waiting for him to become that guy.
Right.
But in order to become that guy, like if they get bounced out by Milwaukee here in the second round,
It'll be rough.
we're having a totally different conversation starting next season.
Yeah.
Than we are
Starting Tuesday. Oh, well,
we'll start
Tuesdays from
yeah,
now.
starting 2 weeks from now. Like
Right.
Well, last year, if nothing changed, like Nick said it in the chat about 20 minutes ago. Nick was like, sorry to say, but Brad Stevens couldn't coach these guys. You bring in, I'm gonna say his name wrong, like Yume Udonka. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, I fuck it up every single time. The guy from the Spurs assistant coach that's now our coach of the Celtics.
that African dude from the Spurs that coaches the Celtics now.
That's racist. He's getting through to these guys, but Brad
I've
Stevens
been called
couldn't.
worse.
Brad Stevens can't. Brad Stevens could not do
Right.
it.
No,
So,
and that's the thing. Brad Stevens was one of those guys. Like he was a great college coach, but we always said that. We always had our reserve about Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge, and we talked about it on this show for years. And I told you guys time and time again that Brad Stevens and Danny
So
Ainge
close.
were not going to get it done. You needed a Kevin Durant, you needed a LeBron James, you needed a big-time superstar
Right.
to come to this city and get people on board with coming to Boston and playing and building a championship caliber team. Danny and his assets, look, if this goes down, let's say hypothetically they get bounced by Milwaukee here in the
Okay.
second round, which
Sure.
is a perfectly legitimate
plausible.
scenario. What are we talking about next year? I mean, you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Like, are you going to roll back into this next season with this exact same group of guys?
No, you can't.
You can't because, again, much like football,
Like
you're not
anything.
getting better. You're getting worse. You're going to have to. And when do you blow it up? When do you say like, okay, this isn't working? We gotta try something different. This ain't it. This ain't it. Like we went to you go to the bubble and we got beat by a 2-3 zone against Miami, like which is some like DY double fucking
I couldn't believe we lost that
level
still.
shit. Then you get then you lose last year. You come in this year, you get bounced again. Where does the conversation start to take place? Where you're like, okay, what's next? Because this isn't working.
Yeah, we
I
got
got
to
you.
change
So-
something.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's kind of the beauty of the playoffs, right? This is why you love sports. This is why you watch.
Right.
Because based
This is
on the
when you
outcome
really
of this
get your measuring
series, we could be having two completely different conversations. It's perfect example. If the Denver Broncos go into in 2005, if they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and go to the Super Bowl and beat the Seattle Seahawks,
Right.
we're not talking about Jay Cutler getting drafted the following year.
No.
We're talking about Jake Plummer signing an extension. And then think about the ripple effect that throws out throughout the league. Things change. Like one game can change you.
Yeah.
One game can change everything. So with Tatum in this series in Milwaukee, I look, there's no Chris Middleton. Milwaukee, you could argue they are ripe for the plucking.
Mm-hmm.
And if Boston is going to do it, like you guys laid out, this is kind of their best opportunity.
Yes, it is.
This year is set up as good, if not better than the bubble year was.
Yeah,
Because the bubble year was a complete letdown. Let's be quite honest.
I have
The
no
Celtics
fear.
should have been in the finals against the Lakers that year, no questions asked.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I have no fear in Miami this year because it seems like Jimmy Butler is like a head case this year. Like he's either Jekyll or Hyde. Like he's either on or he's completely off.
Yeah.
And then the 76ers, I don't know what's going on there.
The Sixers are an enigma right
Dude,
now.
with Doc's like you can't like I don't know what's going on with his voice either. He's like getting raspy as shit. He's like, you can't blame me when the team's down 3-1. He goes, you blame them. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with that. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Doc is
he's playing like this weird like ducking like blame. He's like, ain't my fault. It's like, but guys are starting to say, listen, this is the third time this has happened. It happened with the Celtics, happened with the Clippers, it's happening with the 76ers now. Like it seems to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Like could it be the players? Yes. Seems to be the coaching too. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with Doc. Like Doc left the Celtics and he just went right down.
well, he went to the Clippers. Phil Jackson continued to dick him down until he retired. And then it never worked out. He's a good coach, but I don't know if he's outside of that run in 08 where the Celtics legitimately caught fire and then they got the Lakers without Andrew Bynum, their most physical player down low. in the and they just completely abused Pau Gasol and took advantage of it. I mean, like, dude, you got fucking Eddie House throwing up threes.
Eddie
Like,
House.
you know, like he's shooting, Leon Poe going to the fucking foul line
Poe.
more times than the entire Lakers squad.
How do you say his name?
Leon Powell?
No, it's POWE.
No, we know of Phil Jackson.
It was the Phil Jackson.
Remember when Phil Jackson after the game?
After the game where Leon Poe went to the line more than the Lakers' entire team did.
Why? What do you call him? I forgot.
He's like, Leon Powell?
Poe?
Shot more Pow? How do you say his name?
Because he was a nobody. He's like, I don't know
He's
how
like,
to fucking
this
pronounce
guy just
guy's
shot.
name.
This guy just took more free throws than my entire team. How is that possible?
Pow.
But that was like because Phil had those like little ways of like just subtle digs at the officials. Like that's his way of calling them out, being like, you just put this fucking bozo on the line more times than my entire team. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean,
But
needless to say, I think Powell was going to the paint and going hard like more times than anybody.
the Celtics just out
He
physical
was
the
just
Lakers
running
in that
through the
series.
Amazon at that point. He was just running through the trenches, bro. Just like cut me off. You
My
know what I
only
mean?
my only
Dudes was chopping
my
him
only
down, bro.
disappointment about that era, that 08, 09, 10 run
Bynum.
was that the Celtics fucked up and they got smoked by the Heat, by the Magic, and they didn't get back to the finals to play the Lakers in 09 because the Lakers would have wiped the floor with them in 09. That would have been done in 5.
We'll never know.
And then 2010 would have been the rubber match, which we all know how that one turned out. And
Right.
Lakers
Kobe
win 2 out of 3.
Firing the ball and through the fucking roof. I was like, fuck. I remember when they won, I was like, no, there's more time. And there wasn't.
Our
I was like,
test for 3, bang!
that was a shitty series.
That was probably the highlight of my year that year.
Yeah, it was a
Ron
shitty
Artest.
series.
774-992-8702. Give us a call if you want to get on some of this basketball talk. We've got the Lakers. We got the Celtics and the Bucks.
You always, yeah.
I
got the
can always
Lakers.
talk about the
You
fucking
want the
Lakers.
Lakers calm. They're in Cancun.
Let's talk a little bit of the NFL draft. We got about a half hour left here. Let's do a little bit of the draft talk because I want to do a little bit of a recap because Patriot fans were freaking the fuck out on Thursday night when you took
So was Sean
strange.
McVay.
Sean McVay had an aneurysm.
What was his they said that like, oh, he's laughing at the pick and this and that, but then he came out and said like, no, this was my reason.
They didn't
like,
show the rest of the video. The rest of the video was Les Snead saying like what makes Cole Strange really good is that he has like pure raw power. And I told Joey, I was honest with him. I was like, I think we picked this kid way too fucking early. But at the same time, like if this kid goes to 7 Pro Bowls and is like a 2-time All-Pro, I don't give a shit. Then it's all fixed. But I just felt like, oh, you could have taken someone else. But again, I don't know. I'm not a fucking.
To answer Nick's question, yes, Nick, we always have time to shit on Ben Simmons, but we did a lot of that last week.
We did a lot of it for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, we shit.
You can call in and shit on him all you want.
We shit.
Yeah.
We shit on him pretty hard last week.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to shit on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's a bitch.
think about. I love the meme that's going around about Tiger Woods like breaking both of his legs, like all this shit, like, and then coming back and he's still before Ben Simmons has played an NBA
Yes.
NBA
We
game.
were at the gym this morning. I just happened to find myself making fun of Ben Simmons. Actually, remember, I stepped up on a machine and I was standing up tall, and I'm like, man, what do you think I am, Joe, right now? I'm like, I'm usually like 5'10", whatever. He's like 7'8". So I'm like, this is like what 7'5", 7'6", 7 something feels like. I'm like, this is what people play professional basketball at. I'm like, wow, Ben Simmons is a bitch.
That was like the first thing
like,
I was about. He's like, wow. So this is what it's like to be this tall. Damn, Ben Simmons is a bitch.
I'm like, if I was this tall, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's run it, dude. Like,
No, he
get
just-
off the
he won't- he
fucking
won't do it.
bench, bro.
No, he's a quitter, like everyone says.
He's a butt fucking quitter. He's a BFQ.
But going back to the Cole Strange pick, Joe, you have the video queued up. I was pretty ripshit at 11 p.m. to find out we took a fucking guard that we traded away anyway.
Live looking at Sean watching the draft, you know.
Bullshit! He pissed the fuck up! Bullshit! Bullshit!
It's
Legit.
pretty classic. So here's the thing. I'd never heard of this kid until he got drafted. Like I'd never like paid
I
attention
get
to him.
he's a 3rd rounder, I thought, or a 2nd rounder at best.
But let me put it this way: when I went and looked this kid up, and I looked at his some of the highlights that they had on film for him.
Yeah.
And you look at like what he's capable of. Dude, I don't know how this kid had a 3rd round grade on him. Maybe it's just because people thought he was gonna be there.
Chattanooga.
But
that's why.
small school,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
small
he played with
school.
Georgia, apparently.
you got a really smart, a highly intelligent football player.
He's shredded too.
Strong as shit, and he can play all 5 positions on the offensive line, that's a guy that to me is worth every bit of a first-round draft pick,
Mac Jones
just
is
based on
gonna
the fact that he can play all 5 positions if you needed him to. Having that versatility, having a guy like that in your locker room is you see it time and time again. Guard goes down, tackle goes down. This guy can play. Boom, we're just gonna plug him in.
Yep.
Okay, we got a guy who can fill the right tackle spot, but we're gonna have to move this guy from left guard to right tackle. All right, we'll put him over here.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, great,
Right.
cool. We can put this guy. It gives you, it affords you so many options.
Right. You're going to
So-
give Mac Jones that half a second to an extra second to be able to get the play
Well,
done, no
here's-
matter who goes down.
Here's 2 things. One, I think Nick is still in the chat, so I hope Nick hears this. The cool stat I found out about Cole Strange the next day after they drafted him, in his life, in his football career, Cole Strange has given up 1 sack. High school, college, everything. 1 sack ever.
Wow.
So he's pretty
Pretty fucking
So wait,
impressive.
nobody tell me he's next fucking Quentin Nelson coming up. All right, I don't want to hear that shit.
I didn't say that at all.
Hey,
Um,
Clayton, what's up, man?
Quentin Nelson played against elite talent. That's the problem. That's why he was low, because he played basically against not elite talent. So they're like, yeah, you dominated, but it was against like kids that were just like, this isn't my career. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to the NFL. So that's the only thing that knocked him down a bit. He looks like a monster, but he also played against kids that don't really care about it as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason why it knocked
Well,
him
the
down.
competition's not as good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. That was what hurt him.
And my
then-
biggest thing is, I told Joey the next day, I said, the only thing that like really riles me up is that we had Shaq Mason under contract, 2 more years, decent money. I mean, he's a little high in money, but whatever. But you had a great guard already that you know what you had from him. Good pass protector, good run blocker. You trade him away for like a 4th or 5th round pick to Tampa Bay, and then you used your 1st round pick to replace him. I'm like, you drafted the hole you created. It's like, that was maddening to me. I'm like, I get
Yeah.
it. You want to protect Mac Jones because he's a pocket passer. I understand what you're doing, but you created the problem. It's like, I'm not going to be like, I'm cutting all the wide receivers. Hey, Mac Jones is number 3. Just got to go draft a bunch of wide receivers, I guess. It's like, you caused the problem, you dick.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, though. Everybody was freaking out. It's like, I don't know. It's not that I don't like the player. It's I don't like where we took him. It's like, look, if Bill took him at 29, there's a good chance that Bill knew he wasn't going to be there by the next time they had a pick. So again, pump the brakes, everybody. There's a lot you don't know that's going on inside those war rooms. There's a lot of teams. There's so much smoke and so many smoke screens and things like that. It's tough to cut through the bullshit. Now, had Bill Belichick done this and taken a wide receiver, yes, I would be throwing up a red flag, and I would be saying, whoa, what the fuck is going on? Why is Bill Belichick taking a wide receiver in the 1st round? This is going to clearly end in disaster, as it always does, so on and so forth. But he took an offensive lineman, a guy that you can plug and play
Immediately.
and probably have on your team for at least the next 10 years. And he's going to be an asset because he's going to be able to move around, be versatile. He'll find a home somewhere like a sweet spot that you want to keep him. But he's going to be a mainstay on this offensive line. I mean, remember when I was guilty of it. I ripped the Patriots for taking Logan Mankins when they did.
Yeah,
Logan
Fresno
Mankins,
State.
man.
Logan Mankins, Mike.
Logan Mankins,
And like
man.
we were like, who? We're like, who the fuck is Logan Mankins? And why the fuck are you like? That's what you fucking spent. We're like, what the fuck? We're like, that's it. Fucking it's over. Patriots are going down the shitter.
I was there. I was at the Patriots draft, and then like the 32nd pick, and all of a sudden, last pick of the draft, Logan Mankins. The place was silent. We were like, what? Like, first of all, nobody had any idea who this kid was. Like, I had no idea, and I loved the draft at that point. But it was absolutely insane. So Belichick has proven me wrong 1,000 times before. He'll prove me wrong again. Cole Strange will probably be like a ridiculous guard for us this year.
Yeah,
and bully guys to no end.
he'll probably be a, like I said, he'll be like a 1st team all pro guy. Like he'll be like, oh, okay.
I do love that we traded up for that wide receiver that the Steelers liked. We traded ahead of him.
Tyquan
Tyquan Thompson.
Thompson.
We traded up 4 spots to jump ahead of the Steelers, but I guess the Steelers had this kid as like the next best available wide receiver, and they were going to take him. Anytime the Steelers like a wide receiver, I'm instantly in love.
Yep.
Yeah.
If the Steelers wanted him, he's probably going to be pretty
And
good.
his NFL comp, and you can't go by comps, but his NFL comp is Mike Wallace.
This is the kid from Baylor, right?
Stone hands.
Yeah.
No. Mike Wallace on the Steelers was unbelievable.
Yeah, Mike Wallace
Oh,
on the Steelers.
Dolphins, he was stone hands.
Yeah, he got stone hands when he went to the Dolphins. But no, I like those first 2 picks. I think Thompson's a good player. I think that's much needed.
Fastest player in the draft.
Yep.
98th percentile all time, fastest people ever run.
Now, do you believe this kid is going to be that dude, like, do you think he's going to be this? Is he going to be what we thought? What's his face was supposed to be?
Nelson Aguilar?
No, N'Keal Harry.
Oh no, totally different body type. N'Keal Harry, big body dude. You wanted him to be Anquan Bolden type. This guy is going to replace Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar is probably going to get cut, traded between now and the start of the season. Hell, he might even go to camp and they say, "Oh, we got to trade you away because your contract and because you're not as productive enough."
Right.
Tyquan Thompson ran a 4.28 40-yard dash. 4.28. He is, like I said, the 98th percentile
fast.
of all time.
That's
The
fast.
only person that ran a faster 10-second cone than him was Chris Johnson, CJ2K.
Really?
Ever in history.
There's never been a 4.140?
No. I'm saying a 10-yard cone shuttle, 10 yard.
Oh.
CJ2K had the fastest time ever in history, and that was because he was a running back. He ran the
I don't
second
know why you
fastest
thought
time.
about. I don't know why you thought about. I thought you were talking about 40s for a second. Like,
I was talking about 40s because he ran 4.28, and CJ2K was like 4.22. And someone just beat 4.22 recently. I was thinking it was like 4.2 or 4.21.
Wasn't it in an unofficial like warm up run
It was
though?
an
yeah, it was
unofficial,
that
yeah.
random kid in the parking lot that time and ran like a 4.1. Remember that? We had that video a while ago.
I love Nick. You're such a pessimist with the Patriots team. Nick is like, oh, we're gonna be 8-9. Nick, there is no way. Like
The Patriots are going to be a 10-11 win team. They'll be in the mix with the division.
Nick, I'm telling you.
I think the Bills are going to be closer to the back to the pack than
yes,
people realize.
all they did
I
was
also think
sign
that-
Von Miller. That's all they did. No offense. All they did was sign Von Miller. That's it.
Didn't they? Well, they extended Diggs, and they got somebody else too.
Who? They drafted like that kid.
No,
Kyer
who,
Elam.
didn't they have another decent free agent signing in addition to Von Miller?
Can't really think of it.
I can't either. Maybe I'm making it up, but no. Look, I think the Bills are going to be fine, but I don't think they're going to like run away from the pack. I mean, Josh Allen is looking yoked as fuck, which is
Listen,
awesome.
I'm kind of wrong on Josh Allen, and when I say kind of, I'm mostly wrong on Josh Allen. I thought he was gonna be dog shit, man. He fucking killing me. But he can't keep doing what he's
I
doing.
could literally see your soul leaving your body.
I
as you
fucking
were saying
hate
that.
when I'm wrong. I hate it so bad because I was so certain. But he can't keep doing what he's doing. He can't keep doing that running shit nonstop. He's gonna be
he's
gonna be
gonna-
Cam Newton 2.0.
Yeah, I'll say he can do that for another year, maybe two, but he's going to have to figure it out. Like, because he's going to have to preserve his body. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're no good to your team if you're on the sidelines hurt.
Right.
So
What-
he's going to have to
What
stay
about
healthy.
what about the running back Buffalo drafted? He was fucking pissed. They showed him like at his
Oh,
home.
yeah,
James
what was-
Cook.
yeah.
He was fucking pissed.
What was that all about?
He was pissed. He didn't want to go to Buffalo. He wanted to go to one other team.
Oh, well, tough shit.
And he was mad. Like, Buffalo's a good team right now. And they
I mean,
Hey.
I'm at the team. You fucking loser.
like,
Fine.
Ben-
You know
Dude,
what?
he
Then
Ben-
we'll fucking
he
drop
Ben
your
Simmons
ass.
it.
hey,
Yeah.
his family's like, hey, pulling his shirt, putting the hat on me. He's like, knock it off. Quiet.
Fucking snow and
Hey,
shit.
he was mad.
Millions
mad.
of dollars.
I
in
saw that.
snow.
I didn't know what that was all about, but I did
He's-
see. I
he's
remember seeing it,
legitimately
and
mad.
I was just like, "Why does this kid look like?" I was like, "Oh, maybe he's just so overwhelmed with like emotion. He looks sad."
Oh, what a fucking loser.
But he's sad.
Sorry, that's kind of gay.
But no, I think, and then obviously, I think Miami is going to be better this year
Yeah.
than they were last year.
No fear in Miami because
But-
they have Tua.
I was going to say it's all hinged on Tua. Whether if Tua progresses and plays better, okay, Miami's a legit threat.
Yeah.
If Tua stays the same or God forbid regresses, then all this is for naught.
I don't know where this is coming from, but they could bring in Tatanka from WWF 1995 at quarterback, and I'd have more fear of Miami, him at quarterback, than actual Tua.
Love Tatanka.
Everyone did.
I love the talk.
That was
That was just
awesome.
fucking music. And it was like, just today, they'd be like, you canceled, man. I don't
Yeah.
care if you're real Native American, anything. You're done.
It's like, I know Liz Warren gets to go around pretending she's an Indian, but not you, Tatanka. No, sir.
I think he's dead ass real Indian.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's probably even more reason why they would probably be like, nah, fuck this guy. Canceled, bro.
Right.
He's like, what
bye.
the fuck you talking about? Why am I canceled? Like, I'm a real Indian. Nah. See, we like our Indians white and pasty like Liz Warren.
Yeah. Again, Nick, we lost to Brian Flores, who knows like the back of his hand. We're going to play Mike Daniels. I'm sorry. The kid was rapping
I know.
freestyle
Everybody,
lyrics.
I know Dolphins fans keep chirping on that. Oh, we beat the Patriots twice. Like, dog, like, come on, man. Like,
The defense beat us twice. The defense that Brian Flores is like, this is the Patriots offense. I was there for 20 years. I know what to do.
I didn't put much stock in the Patriots losing to the Dolphins because the Patriots always get played well by the Dolphins. Like, I mean,
Right.
even in 04, Yeah, they were 14-2, and one of their losses was on Monday night to Wes Welker and fucking AJ Feely.
Brady 4 interceptions.
Yeah, you know, Jason Taylor had a fucking pick.
Monster
that game. For
game.
Christ's sakes.
He had like 3 sacks.
Yeah,
too.
and it was just like, dude, that was what gave the Steelers the 1 seed in 04. Remember that? It was great day. But you know, obviously worked out in the end for the Patriots. Not so much the Steelers, but no, I just don't put too much stock into the Dolphins this year. Like again, it's all hinged on Tua, and that is a huge question mark. I love the Pineapple Prince. You guys know I've been driving his bandwagon, you know, since Jump Street. Since
True.
I'm
Since
off.
Bama.
I'm out.
Since Bama. So I want the Pineapple Prince to succeed. I want Miami to be good with him because, again, I like it when Miami's good. I like the Dolphins in the playoffs. They got great colors.
I do.
They got a cool stadium. They're a classic franchise. Like, they should be good. It's like the Raiders. Like, the NFL is just a better place when certain teams are good.
Yeah. Right.
And I know not every year everybody's going to be good, but, like, come on, man. Like, was the NFL a better place this year because the Bengals were good? No, no one
Was
really
it a better
cares.
place because the last couple of years KC's been good?
No, not really.
It really hasn't.
No. So you need teams like kind of like Oakland or Las Vegas and Miami, and you know you want and like back to like what we were talking about earlier. You want somebody to root against.
Mm-hmm. For
You
sure.
know, you need that guy that you hate.
Right.
Now, do I like when the Raiders are good? No. Do I love it when they suck? Yes. But does it give me something to root against when the Raiders are good? Absolutely. It's something to root against. It's something to hate.
Right.
You know, it's like Kansas City. Kansas City is my most hated division rival. I loathe the Chiefs. We haven't beat them since 2015. It's just been
bananas.
Yeah.
Even we beat them after them.
The last time we beat them was week 2, Thursday night in Kansas City, 2015. When what's his name? Jamal Charles fumbled the ball and Bradley Roby picked it up and ran it in.
Damn.
For the touchdown. Week 2 of 2015. I was on my honeymoon.
Holy shit.
I was in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea watching that, fucking jumping up and down on the bed going absolutely ape shit.
Yeah.
Woke up my wife and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Holy fucking shit." Probably woke up half the boat.
It's 3 a.m.
It was like 4 a.m. over there.
know.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going fucking bananas. That was it. That was the last time we beat the Chiefs. I hate the fucking Chiefs. I hate them. Hate them. Always have. Since fucking Donnie Edwards.
Fucking whack McDonald's colors.
Yeah,
and shit.
fucking Donnie Edwards and Tony Gonzalez and Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes, that's right.
And then Larry Johnson after him. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson has like massive brain damage, man.
I mean, you can't really. He went like off the deep end on Twitter, right? Wasn't he?
Still to this day.
Yeah. Didn't he post some like crazy shit?
Yeah, he's
like some like crazy racist shit or something.
He posts a lot of crazy stuff, and then someone tagged him. They're like, "Hey, saw you at Exotica Con. Like, good seeing you." And he's like, "Fuck you." I wasn't
Yeah.
like people obviously just messing with
But
him.
I've hated I've hated them like since like Pete Stoyanovich and Mighty Mouse and Elvis Gerback. I don't know. I just fucking can't stand the Chiefs.
I wasn't there for that. I could just picture that's too funny.
This is all true, sadly. Though.
But let's take all right. So we got this video of this guy from the the NFL draft. Sean, do you want to set this one up?
Which one are we doing? This is the Giants pick?
The draft selection. No. The draft. The guy that walked away without announcing the pick.
Oh, and he took too long?
Yeah. This
I didn't see this.
Oh, I'm glad you're going to watch it then. This is the guy was going to announce the Vikings pick.
Yeah, he took too damn long.
He goes out there, and I don't know if he's trying to be a stand-up comedian and just trying out some material. Nobody was laughing. Everyone was kind of just like staring at him like, can you please just read the pick and get off the stage? Like, this is so
Didn't the
boring.
lady have to come out and tell him to hurry up?
The woman from the back comes out. She goes, just read the card. And he goes, yeah. She wants me to read the card. And people are like, yes, do that. And he's like, God damn it, I'm not going to do it. So what? You'll just see it. This is cringe.
Was the audio working?
I don't
on that?
know. Yeah, the audio was definitely working.
Didn't hear shit.
Could you hear it on your phone?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it was working, but I don't know if it was coming over.
Yes, it's working on the phone.
Okay. Because we couldn't hear it on our end, so that was kind of lame. But I want to make sure because last week we did this and people couldn't hear shit, and that was And that fucked us. That's why our
Could not believe that
our
guy.
episode did not end up on Spotify last week because I fucked up and
Couldn't believe that guy. That guy went out there and took like a whole 2.5 minutes. And Sarah said she couldn't hear anything.
So it did not
Oh,
go.
very low volume. All right, yeah, sorry. I don't know why that does that sometimes.
I know it's weird. Hold on.
God
let me see
damn
if I
it.
can,
Well, what about the we can queue up another draft video? The Make-A-Wish kid for the Giants. Like I think do we have that video?
yeah, let's see. I got that one.
Yeah, the
Let's
Wish
try
kid
that
from
one.
the Giants was the best, bro. That kid was so hyped, dude. He was just
The
going
Patriots had a
off.
Make-A-Wish kid too, but he was kind of like annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, 6-time Super Bowl champions," and I was like,
You have to do extra with
We blocked him pretty well, but he was close a lot.
But I mean, you
He
had
spins the
second
game.
guy.
Yeah, he spins the game around the quarterback.
Look at this right there, the Make-A-Wish kid. This is so neat, so fun.
Thibodeau and Sauce. We're
Oh,
gonna have a
my.
Broadway.
That kid was wilding,
Yeah,
bro.
he was just going
that
off.
that kid's like, "They ain't gonna go believe this in my school."
Yeah, look, he jumps in on the phone. Yo, fuck this. I'm getting on this too.
He's gonna be on that. Like, if that guy blows up and is like a great NFL player, he's gonna be on his rookie card. Random kid Make-A-Wish on his rookie card, holding his jersey with
Yeah,
him.
yeah, because that was the official photo. I'm like, that kid is enshrined forever on his.
Good for
on
him.
His
Way to seize the moment, young
Yep,
son.
yep.
Good job.
Yep.
That's fucking great.
That's what I said. I was like, yo, this kid's dope.
Kid just had it. He's just like, you know what?
I am taking
Fuck it.
full fucking advantage of this, and I'm
And
so glad he did.
there was definitely no faking that excitement.
No, and he wants to be a sportscaster. Apparently,
Yes,
they were
he
saying
does.
before that,
Yeah.
so he might be better than Sergio Dip. You know,
Wow, racist. Sergio Dip came here from a third world country.
I don't give a shit where he came from.
this-
He was on the screen,
On
and it
this
was
September 11th.
and it was terrible.
These.
Sorry,
There's
Serge.
September.
Sorry,
I
bro.
think there's one more draft video I sent you. I think it was the kid, the guy who was drafted by the Jets. He dropped in the draft unexpectedly because they said he has some character issues. Like, he's kind of a jerk. So the Jets drafted him. But then, like, they show his family, and his kid's like, "I'm a Jets fan." He's doing the FSU chop, and he's just crying.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that one.
I didn't
I
send
know
it.
which one you're talking about.
No, you
though.
didn't send it. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
What about Pitts' girlfriend looking absolutely disgusted at the fact that her boyfriend was dropping down the list and like the face, like the slow shot, like the normal, like the pictures.
Who?
Kyle Pitts' girlfriend.
Kyle Pitts.
Or whatever the fuck. Yeah, what's his face from fucking
From
God damn
Pittsburgh,
it. Yes,
the quarterback.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Pickens or Pickett?
Pickett.
Kenny
Pickett. Why did I say Kyle?
Kyle Pitts is the Atlanta Falcons
Yeah,
wide
yeah.
receiver.
By the way,
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson's mom. Oh my God!
That blew up too.
Smoke show.
Unbelievable.
That blew up mad big, yeah.
Hold up.
I was talking about the face from the quarterback from Pittsburgh, whatever.
On a scale of 1 to the girl on CD Lamb's couch.
People thought that Aiden's mom was his girlfriend.
Oh, I think I saw a full picture. Like his whole family is like
His sisters were gorgeous. too. I
gorgeous,
was
dude.
like,
Like
Jesus,
I'm like,
man.
even his dad was good looking. I was like, God damn, dude.
I didn't see the dad.
Some dad.
This is just like one good looking ass fucking family. Like holy shit.
Yeah, they blew up. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I just thought it was funny because you know what sparked was the fucking picture that I sent you of the Denver logo changing to the face that I didn't realize was Russell Wilson's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Nobody else realized that either. I posted it like someone
Yeah,
posted
so-
like, oh, remember that time Russell Wilson's girlfriend thought, and then I posted the picture. I think it was Nick was like, I didn't realize what that was
Me
until
neither.
just now.
I saw that post and I was like, holy fuck, because I sent it to you and
Yeah.
I didn't even know. And I
I
was
knew
like,
right away
oh,
what
I
it
put
was, and I was
together.
like,
yeah.
oh, that's funny.
That's why I noticed that story, and I was looking. I'm like, man, there's a lot of mad girlfriends out there. Yeah, the kid from Pittsburgh or whatever, staying home, the quarterback, his girl was just like fucking like resting bitch face, like hardcore. Like
She's fucking hot too.
It was crazy.
I was looking at her Instagram the other day. She's pretty smoking.
yeah, well, she's probably not leaving her man now since he got drafted, and he'll be probably starting in
Oh, see,
Pittsburgh.
you never know.
I mean,
You never know. He's
I'm
gonna-
sending over it's a video because I can't find like a picture of all of them, but it's his two sisters, his mom, and his dad, and I'm just like, damn, this is a great looking family, man. I'm like, you guys got some ridiculous genes. It's like what's his name's family? Chris Hemsworth, that guy who plays Thor.
oh yeah,
He's a great looking guy. His wife's
He's
gorgeous.
got two other brothers too that are like the same exact things. I got the accents, the fucking ripped shoulders, and the long blonde hair and shit.
Damn Vikings.
Yeah,
fucking Northman.
Northman.
Even the guy who plays in the Northman, Alexander Skarsgård, ripped for no reason.
No, he's the
He was the Grand Marshal at Dega last week.
There you go.
Oh, that was him. That's right. That was funny. was yelling. He was fucking living that up. Oh, is this the video?
Yeah, this is going to be the video of Aiden Hutchinson, who went second. So the Jaguars are going to Jaguar, of course.
Yeah.
He should have went first. Aiden was dominating. The best offensive tackles, Aiden played against all of them and dominated every single one in this draft.
Right.
And then Trayvon Walker had like one great game, and they were just like,
Georgia.
do it.
Yeah.
He's the pick. It's like Jacksonville is just such a clown organization.
All right, let's take a look at the
Every year.
Hutchinson's family here. I don't think there's any volume on this one. So there is.
Right. Doesn't matter.
But, I mean, just like kind of like, you're like, damn, dude.
The one in the blue in the back.
Yeah, like I kind of want to like I want to see more evidence here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna need to know like what's going on. Like
Unbelievable family.
yeah, I mean, mom's a smoke show for sure.
They left here and went right to a modeling gig.
Hutchinson. What's the last name?
Hutchinson.
His dad played in
German.
Blonde hair and them. Are they blue eyes?
Blue eyes. I know, like
Oh, I'm gonna just shut my mouth because
Netherlands.
all of a sudden,
Because I'm a shooter.
Shoulder.
But yeah, no, that was impressive looking family there.
Good for
Impressive.
him. All-American family right
Yeah.
there, I guess.
Are they from Nebraska? Is
living
that
in
just-
I feel like
America.
Bama would be a perfect one if they were like Bama people.
Well,
I'd be
no,
like,
the
that's-
dad was like an all-time like Hall of Fame Michigan player, and then he went to Michigan because of his dad.
That makes sense then.
Right.
Yeah, I can officially say I watched very little Michigan football this year. I think the only time I watched them was against Ohio State.
It was bad.
And yeah.
And shit, I didn't even watch Ohio State except for when they got the ass beat by Oregon.
Yeah, no,
That was the only time I watched that.
I had a tough time getting into college this year.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was just because it's like, okay, Bama.
Hopefully next year and the following year is getting better, but
Bama,
I think with this
Georgia.
NIL shit and this transfer portal shit, it's kind of.
It's gonna open it up to
I'm
be.
not a fan of it, dude.
I am because I think it's. Look, these kids don't get a chance. Like a lot of kids don't get. They get buried in college. It's not like in the pros where like you're getting paid to be there. They're not getting paid to be there. If they have an opportunity to capitalize on their own likeness and make a couple of bucks off of it, by all means, go nuts, dude.
I mean, if you're able to like sell your autograph and
I mean,
your jersey signed for a
Arch
couple
Manning is going to
bucks.
set the market in a couple of years.
If he goes to Alabama, forget it. You might see
If he goes to
Alabama
Bama-
as
if he goes to
as a
Bama to
state-
play for Saban,
like a $15 to $20 million NIL deal.
No,
or
you'll
something.
see everyone getting arrested wearing like a Manning like roll tide jersey, and they'll be like roll tide.
Yeah,
Going back
yeah,
in the
yeah.
police car.
Some
My
kid,
favorite video of all time is that
I
one.
was just reading I was just reading an NIL deal the other day. Some kids cashing in like north of like $2 million. I'm like, holy
Well,
shit.
if someone's gonna give him the money, then
if someone's
sure.
if someone's gonna pay him, like, what's the harm in letting these kids get money? It's not like the schools are paying them. Granted, they probably fucking should be because they get all sorts of fucking money.
The TV deals.
Yeah, not only that, the TV deals, all the poor schleps like us that are sitting there being like, yes, I will pay you $35,000 a year to go to your school, sir. Please let me.
55, 65.
I'm just, yeah, whatever it is. I mean, think about it.
I'm not going to Rutgers.
He's like, we got to cancel student debt. Like, yeah, you know what? Let's cancel student debt. How about we make all the schools pay for it? Because
it's not gonna happen.
you know,
There's no
Harvard's
way.
got how many billions of dollars in endowments just like stacked up?
I have an interesting fact to tell you about Harvard off air that I learned from a Harvard graduate.
Yeah. What, that they don't really grade you when they're there. They just kind of you go there and they're just like, yeah, you passed.
Bingo.
Yeah, that's no secret.
Okay.
That's not a secret.
Once you pay for the grade, basically.
The hardest part about Harvard is
Getting
being
there.
related to somebody who can get you in.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Like, other than that, like, once you're in, man, you good. You're Harvard, bro.
Yeah, they can't have a bad name. Fucking.
No, they can't. They
that
can't
shit
have you. They can't
graduated.
have you failing out. Like,
Right.
no. Harvard's all about the connects, baby. So I mean, it's what most of the schools are.
The hardest thing is getting in. If you're in, you're golden.
Oh yeah,
You will-
and the hardest part, like I said, the hardest part about getting in is knowing somebody that you can get in.
Right.
Or being part of a demographic they need.
Right.
Sadly.
Right. Yeah, because if you're Asian now, nope, no dice. Harvard will not take you. Too many Asians at Harvard. No, that's a thing. They've shadow banned the Asians at Harvard.
Oh man, they're getting shadow banned now.
Mhm. Yeah,
Gotta watch
that's like a
out.
real thing. So I'm telling you, look it up. It's crazy.
They're gonna start bringing in the
because the
Indians.
Asians were doing too good. They were dominating the shit out of it, and then they were like, all right, no, we need more like
Indian.
We
They
need more
take
like
from people from India. And
yeah,
shit
they
like that, you
needed.
No
they
wonder
needed
they
a
were
more
outside that
diverse-
bus yelling at those guys.
Somebody like that.
They
I'm
needed
trying
a
to
more
think of other-
diverse population. The Asians were doing too good at Harvard, so they had to like
Yeah.
less
I'm
Asians.
not surprised.
You know who started the Stop Asian Hate hashtag? Harvard. Because they were just trying to deflect and be like, no,
Did
it's
they
not us.
really?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't
Oh.
actually know that.
I don't know.
It just makes sense. Like, it's just kind of like the political playbook these days. Like, whatever you're doing, just be the first one to accuse the other guy of doing it and just run with it.
But I was kind of very disheartened when this person who I know very well is just like, I literally could have stopped going to class for the last month, skipped all my finals, and they would have passed me, and with a B+ average.
Yeah, because they gotta maintain their numbers.
And I looked at her and I'm like, how is that possible? She goes because they don't want their prestige affected.
Exactly.
That's what it is. They're like,
that's why it's so hard to get in.
Yes.
Because they're like, okay, once you're in, we're gonna hook you the fuck up, but you can't come in here and you're not getting in here unless we like you. You got to be one of the boys.
She witnessed one of the male students who was very well known on campus. Teacher said, just make sure you're here. You can sleep during class, but just make sure you're here. And I was like, get out. And she goes,
That's crazy.
And she was pissed because she tried hard.
Come on, man.
To get her grade.
Think about it, dude. College is such a fucking scam anyway.
It really is.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I paid for my. Think about it this way, right? Like, we talk about forgiving student debt. How about if you get a degree from a school and you can't pay that degree back based on the degree that the school gave you, the education the school gave you?
Love it.
How about the school loses their accreditation and they can no longer receive federal funding from you can't go there anymore to pay for that degree.
Correct. I feel like most people that come into my line of work from college are so far behind because now most people have, like, if they don't go to college, have 4 years of experience on you. They know more about the job, the field, the products, the services, and then they're like, people coming on board and they're like, well, I have to learn all that. And they're like, they could just pay me what they're paying you, and then I do more for them than it costs you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not economically like.
Right. It doesn't make sense. And then you got these kids with, $50, $60, $70, $80, $100,000 in student debt.
I need to make $35 an hour starting.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
Listen, bro, we make what, 35? I make $35 an hour right now.
Salary.
And you barely need a GED to do my job.
I'm salaried. I can't.
Yeah, you make 40. This kid, he makes more money than I do, and he got a GED, and
I can
do it. Yeah, and I went to 4 years, more than 4 years, but I went to a 4-year college. And got a degree.
See, my place wants to send me.
And now it's tacked up downstairs in my basement, not even in a frame, like creased and fucked up.
Right.
Like, yeah, whatever. Hey, look, there's $50,000 hanging on my stairs.
See, I love my job. They actually want to send me to get like a master's, and I'm like, but why? I'm like. They have to get something out of it because they want to pay for me to go get it, which I'm like, that's great, but at the same time, why? Like, I'm already doing everything.
Sense. If you can do it,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Further education. I'm a firm believer. I like the idea that companies would pay for you to go further education.
But you want to spread me thin? Like, wouldn't that hurt? Like, I'm trying. I've asked this,
because
because
the payback down the line, they're looking at you as a long-term investment. That's why.
Well, yeah.
They're going to invest in you. You're going to get this degree. You're going to learn some things that you wouldn't otherwise learn at the job, and then you're going to be able to graduate to a higher position where you're going to have more responsibility and, in turn, make more money and be better off because of it. So if I were you, listen, if my job wanted to pay me to go back and get a degree, I would do it in a heartbeat. And I hate school.
I am. You guys know me because I'm very vocal. I'm outgoing. I don't mind talking to anybody. I tried politicking my way. From that, I said, you can send me to the Disney Business School in Disney. I'm dead serious because I've heard phenomenal things. It's the #1 business course you can take in the world is at Disney. You go there for a week. I'm in class Monday through Friday, and your family gets to go to the parks for free. And then you can meet up with them after.
Yeah.
I'm like, send me there. I'll go do that.
I don't know if I'd do that.
I mean, I'm not that big of a Disney guy, so
I have a young child. What?
You might come running out of there want to chop his wiener
Cole's going to
off
come
and
out
shit.
wearing a dress and be like, Daddy, I'm a girl now. And you'll be like, oh, crap.
Nah. No, let's not do the whole Florida thing and Florida going crazy with gay stuff right now.
Goofy's going to be like, oh, well, let me see what's under your shirt, little guy.
That whole thing is just insane. They're like, we just don't want you to say gay until they're in the 3rd grade or 4th grade. Whatever.
No, there's nothing about saying gay. It's just they don't want sex education.
Teaching, yes, teaching.
Yeah. There's actually nothing about the word gay is actually not in the bill at all.
Yeah, right. It's something like
So
that.
don't say gay bill doesn't include the word gay.
Yes, exactly. And then Disney's like, well, we'll move, and I'm like, of course Disney's not going to move. It would cost you billions upon billions, if not trillions of dollars to move a theme park, you idiot.
Right.
Of course they're not going to move. It's like,
yeah, but you know,
I can't listen to this shit
I love the Ron DeSantis v. Disney feud that's going on right now. I think it's fucking great. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show.
We got a couple more videos, right? Like just 2 more.
Do we have 2 more?
I think so. Don't we? Hold on.
Do we? I don't think so.
No, really?
No, that's it.
I think we're done.
That's that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can we just show the Office one, or do you think we'll get banned?
I can't. It won't. That one won't download.
Damn
It goes right to the. It goes right to this
Well,
guy again.
We'll probably get banned if we show that one. So
Probably. Yeah, that's the problem with some of these videos. Like you show them too long, and then they're like,
Post it on the
that's
website.
that's a copyright infringement. Fuck you.
Post it on the website.
My name is Kevin. Yeah, my name is Kevin.
I fucking did love that one, though.
That was extremely funny. Did you see it?
No.
I'll show you off air.
Yeah, I'll show you out there. All right, well, let's leave it there, guys. We'll come back next week. We'll talk a little bit more. What didn't we get to? Oh, we didn't get to our Motorsports Minute tonight. F1 Miami, first time ever.
Yeah, that'll
the
be dope.
Cryptocurrency Grand Prix down in
Watch
Miami.
that
I'm looking
shit.
forward to that on Mother's Day.
Anybody who's in Miami right now, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm jealous as fuck.
Dude,
Fuck you.
I actually thought of that the other day. I was like, damn, like this would be the one time like I would
Super
go back to
fucking
I would
jealous,
go
dude.
back to Miami for this. Wasn't thrilled about Miami, like the city. This like I liked the scene,
You
but I
gotta
didn't
see more of it.
I didn't necessarily like I didn't love it per se, but I would definitely go back for an F1 race.
Yeah, you
Like
gotta
Miami
see-
Gardens, like the game was sick.
you gotta
The
see
football
more-
game
you
was
gotta
dope.
see more of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the
You
boat
gotta
was
go-
sick.
Yeah, you gotta go.
We had a pretty sick time.
Yeah, it was dope.
That shit
Yeah.
was fucking
But
tight.
to be down there for a fucking F1 race right now, dude, oh my god, that'd be so tight.
Yeah, I would definitely be down for that. That sounds. I've always wanted to go to an F1 race anyway. Like I wouldn't mind going to like Coda, you know what I mean, in Texas, and just checking that out one year. But it's crazy. We got 2 Formula One races in the continental United States this year.
I know it's
First
awesome.
time ever. First time since what 56 or
Yeah,
something.
and we're not going to any of
55?
them, unfortunately. Fuck that.
Honestly, I don't
It's
think
probably for the best because I probably,
I don't know if I would. I like F1, but I don't know if I would want to spend the money to go and like do F1 for a weekend.
I don't know. I would crash the Red Bull tent. People wouldn't be able to decide if it was champagne or cum all over the walls. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? I'd be like, oh, where am I?
What? And, are you? What's his name from? This is the end.
No.
Danny McBride.
I feel it in my plums.
But yeah.
But no, so that's that, and then throwback race at Darlington on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that too.
Cool.
That'll be a fun one, and then yeah. So we'll talk to y'all next Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. right here on the one, the only, the New Bedford Guide. This has been Row 1, Seat 1.
Peace.
Thank you all for joining us. Be sure to go, if you listen on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. This show will be up on Spotify shortly. I was actually able to record the whole show tonight.
Nice,
so, yes, we got that going
no
for us.
secret slide notes.
No secret slide notes, 40 minutes into the show. Hey, the audio's not working. That's great. Would have been nice to know that 38 minutes ago, but
Sorry.
I
dropped the ball on that one.
Is what it be. No big deal. We'll also be up on YouTube, so we got the YouTube channel. All of our episodes go up on that as well.
Sick.
Yeah, for Mr. Betancourt and Plizzy, I am Joey Fads. This has been Joey Fads Radio. Row 1, Seat 1. We'll check y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
F. James Harden.